They're like, oh, big
No.
claws toxic. You didn't know me back then.
Oh man! Oh yeah, they had no idea, man. They have no idea of our original beginnings, man. The wild times.
No, I remember I was about to ask
Google
you, like,
Hangouts.
damn, can I pull up? Bro, I mean, I would talk about it here if you want to talk about there, but I was like, damn, should I just pull up? Should I just ask him to let me pull up? Because I was like, say, dog, you talking about wild times. You remember when old boy put out the dildo on the podcast when you first
Bro, like,
you remember that? You forgot about that. You forgot about that. I was like, yo, you talking about wild times.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Oh my god! I think I forgot about that on purpose.
No, that was the first time I ever asked you, because you come through on my show. And remember, it was a big day. You came through after I showed up on yours. And this motherfucker showed up with Woody doll shit, fucking with the I'm like, what are you doing? And
I forgot about. Yo, I honestly forgot about that.
I had to delete that stream. I
forgot about that on your stream. That dude pulled out a dildo. I'm like, yo, Ryan, what the fuck is going on here, bro? Like, what happened, yo? Oh my god, I forgot about that, bro. I forgot about that.
Oh, he was dead ass serious. He was like having fun with it. I'm like, yo,
I was like, yo, this like. Yo, this shit was crazy times.
I remember you trying to laugh at all, but you was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
You know, because I'm trying to like adapt to the situation and not like, yo, some shits was like, fuck, this is too much. This is too much.
I'm always trying to get to a topic, and at the same time, like, what the fuck is she doing? I can't unsee it. I was like, oh no.
Oh man. Hangouts was wild. Hangouts was that shit. Oh, that's just crazy, man. But that's why I try to tell people, crazy times, man. Hey, I know normally we'll have a room full of people, but because I technically privated the video and set it up for another time, and then I unprivated it, so it's like all jacked up. So let me just retweet this out. Hey, welcome my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Your only friend is YouTube Street, Puertorock77 with a Friday afternoon live, I guess. Friday afternoon fan. We could call it fan, Friday afternoon, or foul, whatever. But anyway, I am here with Big Cloud Gaming, and we got a long history together. We got stories for days. If you want to talk about someone who was there with he just reminded me of the Dildo podcast. Listen, long story, bro. Y'all don't know Google Hangouts, bro. He just reminded me, yo, Porter, remember that dude that whipped out a dildo live on there? I'm like, I forgot.
This is before we had our layouts. This is before I did work for him. This is before we did any of this shit.
We didn't have
random motherfuckers. We were random motherfuckers in a chat. Talking. That's all we did.
We had no gifts, no description,
right?
No description, no methodology. It was literally, hey, yo, let's get together, make this happen. Boom. Literally.
There were days, remember, it was supposed to be a gaming conversation, but it turned into some real life, like deep shit. And like, that's how it was. It was random. It had no structure. And, I just remember I was like, damn, bro, like the first time P-Rock ever came on my show, dude pulled out a dildo on the stream. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? This man was staring at the screen like, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing, brother?
Yo, I forgot about that. I like...
I was like, yo, hell no.
And we still trying to talk gaming with a dildo on there. We like still trying to talk gaming, and we're like pushing through. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro, but whatever. Like, I was like, yo, I forgot. Bro. Oh man, who was that? Who did that?
That's my boy. You're not gonna say no? That's my boy DNA. He doing that. He don't do YouTube like that no more. That's my boy.
Oh yeah, DNA.
DNA glitch, man. That man DNA came in a high mother like this is the damn Woody dog. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? That's on the top. Like, oh shit. So when I saw that, the whole conversation plummeted. Everybody just went dead ass silent. I was like, what the fuck are we looking at? is this conversation going to?
Yo, that is wild. Yo, the crazy shit, man. You're crazy shit. Were you? I'm not gonna say her name.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say the guess. Fame. Remember Fame 2K? Don't say her name. I don't want to be. But she cursed him the fuck out. Me and you, Fonz, we were like this.
We were just like, we were all like dumbfounded, like. And I looked, and I remember.
She's like, you sucking Phil Spencer's dick.
But it's not even that though. I looked at you and I immediately did. I said, are we gonna just let this happen, or are we just gonna let this go?
Yo, Fonz, you were DMing me like, yo, we just like it was just a consistent ass chewing. Like it was just ripping them apart. And like, yo, Fonz and Cloud was like DMing me like, yo, are you gonna do something? And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, other than just shut this shit down, I don't know what to say. This shit just went off beyond my control. I'm like, yo, my cousin calling me, messaging me. He's like, yo, this is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah. That was like the turning point for everybody as podcasters, because everybody was like, yeah, I guess this is where we go to this, get shit off your chest, because nobody said nothing. They just let this shit happen. And we were just like,
well, I was just like, I was just like, yo, it was, I got rid of that video. Yeah, that got privated, and then I deleted it. I'm like, you know what? Just in case somebody hacks into my account, nah. All this shit got deleted. I deleted all that shit.
That stream with what's the name with DNA? That stream, I think that stream was like the first one I was gonna have the ever live stream that was gonna hit 10K for obvious reasons. But I was like, no, I gotta.
That's some old no Alex type shit. Like, you know what? The fame is not worth it.
No. Everybody was DMing me after that poly. Yo, what up? Like, bitch, you should start live.
We had to vet people. We're like, listen, don't be doing this shit.
This ain't it, brother. That ain't the time, brother. This ain't it. This is a podcast, not a.
Oh my God!
All this shit.
Wow, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was just some crazy times, man. But you know, back then, because we didn't have, it wasn't a platform. We didn't have brands. We didn't have like a specific community to cater to. It was just everybody get in the ring and we rumbling and we talking, and it was just straight. Now everybody had their niche, PlayStation, PC, Xbox, but it was everybody on everybody, and we didn't give no fucks. We gave no fucks.
There was literally there was no rest for the wicked. Like nobody was safe. Anybody could just get thrown into.
Anybody was getting.
It was crazy. Like everybody was getting jumped in. So it was like I guess that's what I got myself into, but I welcomed it. I mean, it was funny because you know what it was though? It was at a time though where gaming was so much fucking fun. We had so much shit to play. We had so much shit to talk about that it just added to it. You know what I mean? It was like gasoline on the fire, and everybody just kept jumping in the ring, and that's what made it funny. Nowadays, I was like, I don't think that shit will work.
There was more competition in gaming. Like you would always have the Battlefield Call of Duty talk. Like this year is starting again, right? And everybody's like, "Oh, this is great, Battlefield and Call of Duty." And I'm thinking, damn. I remember a time it was always like that. I remember a time we always had a Battlefield Call of Duty competition because we had.
It was like a reset.
It was always a consistent fight between them two. Right? Oh, yeah. I remember a time we would have, the football conversations, 2K versus Madden, live versus, 2K basketball. It was always, MLB The Show versus 2K.
Wow. I remember you crashed out on the panel. I don't know if it was it Hellblade?
Hellblade. It was Hellblade. Yeah. 150K.
I remember you crashed out. But you know what's funny, though?
But was I right? Was I wrong? Was I wrong?
Shit is funny. No, because that's the constant problem that we are in today, and it's come full circle. So people might be going, "Oh, you're saying this now." I've seen the people that's commenting to you on Twitter. I'm like, bruh, y'all don't even know who the fuck you're arguing with. Like, bro, what do you do you know who you're talking to?
No, like that. People thought I was crazy.
Right.
They're like, bro, we talking shit with Hellblade. Oh man, look at this, blah blah blah. That shit sold 150K. I'm like, what the fuck is we? And it's $30. It was $30. I'm like, what the fuck is we talking about? We bragged about a game we ain't buying. We bragging about games we ain't buying. People thinking, oh, Puertorock's going crazy, bitch. We bragged about this shit. I bought it.
Dude. Yeah, every day, and I'm glad you did that too, because remember it was like 2 consistent weeks of people saying, "Yo, the audio is amazing, the game is all this." I'm like,
everything. Oh my god, it's look at the graphics. Oh my god, the storytelling. Yeah. Oh, the audio. Right. It sounds like you're crazy. You hear the voices in your head. Yeah,
right. They did this on a budget. It's so amazing, and then like
and 150K. I was mad as fuck. Yo, that podcast, we had like 10 people that tried to talk me off the ledge. I'll be like, I don't want to hear shit from none of y'all. Nobody in this room is telling me nothing. 150K. A goddamn waifu game. A chinky waifu game sells 150K. This is Hellblade. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, yo, it was wild. I remember that.
That shit was crazy. Nah, it's crazy.
Oh my god.
Moment, though, like where we are now today, it's insane. Like, how much you can go ahead and take it.
Oh man, so hey, what's going on, people? Once again, if you don't mind, I know you guys are arriving on the chat. I apologize for the miscommunication, confusion. Originally, it was the normal programming, but then something came up which would have not allowed me to do the show at the normal scheduled time. But then I realized I do have the bandwidth to do it earlier, so I first wanted to reach out to Ryan and be like, hey, yo, Big Cloud, yo, I could do the show. I originally told him the show's canceled. So he's like, all right, cool. Don't worry about it. We'll figure something out another time. Then I came back, hey, yo, on second thought, can you do it earlier? And he was like, yo, cool, whatever. Yeah, I got you. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I apologize, you guys, for the misscheduling. You know, at first I thought I was going to do it. But then I'm like, you know what? I made it work to where I can. It just had to be earlier, which is the time now, right? So I hope you guys aren't that pissed off. But you know what? You're getting entertained, you know? And if you're not here watching live, you'll be able to watch it, you know, on the recap or whatever. But if you are here, what I will ask, if you don't mind, just hit the like button, retweet this out, share this out, whatever term we use this now, and we get this going, you know? We're going to have some good conversations with Big Cloud, a.k.a. formerly known as Ryan the Professional. Everybody's thinking, everybody's like, who's Ryan? If you don't know, boy.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. You know, people don't know the old
this
stuff.
Saw me at my worst. Let's put it like that. He saw me at my worst.
we all saw each other when it was just like we give no fucks.
Like, do so much, especially when they did the what was it, that YouTube instant reply shit. You know what I'm talking about? It was like video reply shit. Dudes were doing that.
Oh yeah, man.
And they took that away, dude. We used to let them in, like, oh, okay, all right, bitch, what you got to say? We were just like starting the conversation like that. It's like to get going.
It was
funny.
Yo, it was an interesting time. It was interesting. It was a but you know why? The one thing I will say, you know, it's kind of like gaming, right?
Yep.
Content creation last gen is the golden age. Right, even though I would say the effort and the creation of what people are doing is better. You know, the layouts,
and all that,
all that other stuff. You know, the outlooks, right. Fun. You know, the video, the preview videos that people upload, all that stuff. The professionalism isn't. But the one thing that this gen and this era of content creation, podcasting, especially in gaming, and going forward, that will never beat is that everybody talk to everybody. There was no silos. There was no, I'm sticking to my group and I'm only going to listen to my group and I'm not going to pay attention. Nah, we didn't do that.
Yeah, right. Nobody did that gatekeep bullshit. We just talked.
We all talk, whether we liked it or not.
Right. That's the sad part. You know, dudes have conditioned themselves to do that. Like, you can't have a conversation. Like, you just got to agree to agree. I'm like, no, bro, that's not how we did this shit, you know what I'm saying? We just had conversations, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, I can't change people's minds, you know what I'm saying? All I can do is show you what's in front of you. If you don't like what you see, then I don't know what to say, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, it's common sense, but
yeah, you know, so I would say that's what I missed, right? Because what that did was it bridged all the talking points into one area, and then everybody was able to be like, nah, that's bullshit. No, that ain't it. You were able. We had less misinformation last gen because it was always constantly being checked. Always. Anybody tried to bring up a fake talking point, it was getting challenged all the time.
Like, get your ass in this chat. We're in this chat. Let's talk. Like, let's see what you know. And dudes was doing that, but no, not anymore.
Yeah, and it was no matter who. Somebody in some way, even if it's like an Xbox-centric podcast, there was like a PlayStation guy in there that was putting things. You know, everybody had their check to check shit, regardless of what channel. Everybody had that. It wasn't a crowd or a panel of like-minded individuals that just agreed to agree with no dissension, no alternative view, no critical thinking, nothing. It wasn't a straight silo. Everybody had somebody that'd be like, nah, that shit don't sound right, dog. I think that's bullshit. You know, you always had somebody in all the podcasts to be like, to check stuff. And that's not how it is, right? Now it's like people figured out if you stay consistent with this ideology and you keep it going, it will hit the algorithm, and that's who your audience is, right?
Yep.
That's pretty much what we got now. That's pretty much what we got now.
What's that?
You know, and that's, so I would say that's probably like the golden era of what we got, you know. Shout out to Cult Classic Cage. She said, Big Cloud Gaming with an AY. Oh, man. Oh, man. Here we go. She already talking shit and stuff like that.
That's something you need to get on here. You need to get Cassie on here. Have a conversation.
Obviously, you know, I definitely want to get her as a guest. Definitely. Yeah. You know, she'll probably got a lot to say. A lot to say, you know. But that's the thing. I'm one of the few people that will allow that. Like, anybody could come. Yo, if Cole Eastwood wants to come on, you're welcome. Everybody. I'm not you know me. I'm the last dude where people are like, oh, you won't debate this dude. You clearly don't know who the fuck I am. There is no one in this place.
Like, no, back when you used to do you was on Zaire's show every day. It was like you was like the only PlayStation dude versus like 7 Xbox
guys. It was
I remember that. I remember
the
that.
show.
You DM'd me. You said, "Bro, I need you to join this show." I got like, I'm like, oh god.
I'm like, what the fuck? Z had this show called the Multiplayer Podcast, which was designed PC, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. I'm like, cool. The podcast starts. We're doing it week after week. It's really 5 Xbox guys and me. Yep. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, can we get a Nintendo guy at least up in this motherfucker? Like, what the fuck is we doing here? So it's like me debating 5 Xbox guys every week, bro. Every week. Yo, that was a multiplayer podcast. Absolutely.
Yeah, hit it up. She said she does.
Okay. Definitely. Next week, Cassie? So let me know if you're available next Friday. Unless you want to in now. Unless you want to down now. Normally I do this one-on-one. Normally I do one-on-one so I could get your perspective and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, you know what? I'm gonna give you shine, Cassie. Next week, let's hit it up. We'll do next Friday. That way you get the spotlight to yourself. You get the spotlight to yourself, and you could talk shit to the console gremlins and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That'll be like an hour in of itself. You know, talking shit to the console gremlins.
My man P-Rock's been unplugged. I've been unplugged for 2 years, but he's
been
unplugged.
like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just been, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about what the fuck is happening to PlayStation and why is it happening? Like, why? Like, listen, I'm gonna say this. I understand corporate greed. I get it. That you can never stop corporate greed. You can never stop corporate greed, right?
Yeah, that's never.
But I think we can admit one thing. PlayStation is nowhere near in the same position as Xbox in terms of failing, whatever. Not even close. Like, not in
terms of failures.
No, let's look at this, right? We could both agree live service strategy is so far a failure. We could agree with that. It's fucking up, right? Oh, Concord shut down. They canceled lots of games. And despite all them fuck ups, Sony's still out there like, oh, we made $31 billion of record profits. With fuck ups, you making all this money. So it isn't like, oh my God, we need money for game. Nah, motherfucker, you don't need money for game development. It's corporate greed. You got the money. You making more money than Tencent. They're making more money than Tencent. Stop this trash.
Yeah, and what's killing me is just the bullshit that happened in the mix of it. Like PSN prices going up, controller prices going up. Then we're at this point where, remember, we're at the point in the console generation where the console prices go where, Puertorock? Down. But they've gone.
I won bets because of this. I won bets because of that. This gen, I would have lost mad bets. I would have lost crazy bets. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here?
And keep in mind, we got a pro, the pro's out or whatever, and that's just about to more likely go up to what, 800 once that eventually gets that price increase. Because you know for a fact Sony's not going to leave another price hike for PS Plus. That's more likely going to fuck.
Oh no, that's going on.
Yeah, so it's like, all this shit went up, and then you have, like you just said, cancellations. We had games that we were looking forward to. I know for a fact me and you were looking forward to Factions 2. I was excited as fuck for Factions 2.
I was kind of.
And then you had Twisted Metal. And then you had Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was another game that was getting
That's a card game.
attention.
That's a card game. Yeah, I'm fuck with card games.
You had games. You had games that was getting people attention. You better get people's attention. Twisted Metal, and then you had then you just got shit that didn't make no sense. Like a live
God of War.
God of
War live service. Nah,
yeah,
you weren't feeling that.
No sense. Nah.
You weren't feeling that.
Like I'm not even feeling this. Especially after seeing what's going on with the way Guerrilla Games been handling Horizon. I'm not even looking forward to this live service type of Horizon
MMO.
Game, the one that's
the MMO.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that either. It's like a lot of this shit just doesn't sound appealing at all.
Like, what is it? Is it a Monster Hunter Lite? Like, what are we doing? Like, what?
Right. It's going to have to be eventually. It's going to have to be.
I would say this: if Sony's going to do it, I would say do it more like Fallout or Elder Scrolls, where you still have a single player centric storyline. Right, it's a storyline that you're navigating, and not just get out there and kill some shit, and come back and kill more shit. I don't know. Like if it was like more like because I enjoyed Elder Scrolls Online, I did enjoy that. I had to stop playing because I was playing it all the time. So maybe that. I don't know. The way I see this is what I see, right? It's not like the brand is failing. The brand is more successful than it's ever been. And 99% of that success is the console gamer. It isn't the PC and the Xbox gamer. When they separate the numbers, they're not even scratching the surface of what the console gamers who buy a PlayStation, they subscribe to Plus, they subscribe to everything, they buy the controllers. That amount of money the actual PlayStation gamer brings into PlayStation is immense. Then why does it feel like the PlayStation gamers are the last thought? Or not even the last thought is you don't get your own. We don't look at you exclusively. You're included with everybody else. And you're like, wait a minute. That would be like you're a first class holder of a first class ticket on the plane, but you can't board the plane first. You don't get your meal first. You have to wait for everybody else. Then why the fuck did I buy a first class ticket if I'm just going to be treated like everybody else?
I go into it like this, and this is where I already knew we were kind of fucked. Like, if we just rewind it back a little bit. At the start of this generation, remember, we both were hyped. I was over the moon going into this. I was over the fucking moon. We got the PS5 reveal. I'm over here screaming at the top of my lungs. This shit looks amazing. I'm excited.
I froze my ass.
Amazing.
Trying to get this shit. Only for it to run out. I'm like, fuck. Right. If it wasn't for my boy, I wouldn't have a PS5 at launch. So I was excited.
So, I will dual shockers for that one for me to get it, but still, it's like, dog, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have had it. And I owe that to Mike, and rest in peace, Mike. But we go to the beginning of this. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, okay, everything looks good, right? We're getting somewhat better of a vibe here. Demon Souls, day one. We got some bangers here.
Let me add one thing also. Wait, one thing. We didn't, at that time when it launched, the only thing was Horizon Zero Dawn launched in August. But that's it. Yep. And Sony was like, oh no, don't act like this means something. This is just, a perfect fit, and we're trying to get PC gamers. So I'm like, all right, we'll let this one go. All right, now continue. Okay.
Oh, so after that, shit's going, right? And then the first thing we're greeted with, $70 for per game. Now, we go back to the Hellblade situation. Motherfuckers didn't buy that. So I'm like, okay. The first thing I asked myself, and I even did a live stream to this, I'm like, bro, I don't know if this $70 pricing, $70 price tag is gonna sit well with a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people are gonna buy these games in droves like the way I would think they would. I had people saying, shut up, get into a new price, the whole bullshit defense, like, oh, get into a new tax bracket. Okay. They're like, oh, you're paying for quality. You're paying for quality. P-Rock. You're paying for quality. Yeah, you're paying for quality is the number one thing I'll never forget. You're paying for quality, and it's going to go to PS Plus launch. Okay, the first game we're greeted with is Destruction All Stars. And Deuce defended that. And you remember that? Deuce defended the fuck out that game.
I
Deuce
didn't.
defended the
Get
fuck out
the
of that.
fuck out. I remember
Get this
that.
shit out my
Get
face.
the fuck out of
But
here.
here's the funny thing. Nobody bought it, P-Rock. They proved my point instantly. They didn't buy it. So what did Sony do? PS Plus free.
Plus.
And it was and nobody still didn't buy that shit because it ended up dying. So I'm like, okay, I already know we were in for a weird direction. Then step 2. Remember how Spider-Man Miles Morales was advertised? You would thought it was PS5 exclusive for the longest time. And then what they do at the launch is PS4 and 5. We're like,
Pausing.
the fuck we doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying?
We believe in generations. We believe in generations.
So I already knew like we were in for some bullshit, but what pissed me off, it wasn't just the Sony thing, it was the community. The community had a bajillion excuses, and you're seeing it even more so with shit that's happening now. But everybody has an excuse. Everybody has their own little twist and reality of what's happening. But the thing is, it's very simple. The reason why Sony is not treating the PlayStation core audience the way that they should be, like the PS4 gen and everything. The PS4 generation, PlayStation core audience was actually buying first-party games. You feel me? They were buying first-party games day one. They were in the lines buying them day one. When we got the orchestra, reveal for God of War and all that shit and all these events, everybody was included. Everybody was in it. You know what I'm saying? This feels more corporate style, this version of this generation versus last gen, where it was run by those who understood what the gamer wanted. And one of the core things that the gamer loved and wanted out of these consoles was what? Excitement. That's why they treated every event like a showpiece. Where you went to the events, they had the crazy little setups with the stages and all that crazy shit. They treated gaming like an experience. Orchestras to elevate the experience and make shit even more insane, all that shit. Like Jeff Keighley does that for his show now, but it's like, shit like that. So when you take away that core emotional type of like, that type of
like an event,
out of the equation,
like the Super Bowl type shit.
There you go. When you take that out of the equation and you just throw them at the screen, like, oh yeah, this is coming in August. Pre-order now. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not really building any hype.
The hype
for these fucking right. You're not building hype. And so now for us, we especially those who played whatever the game may be. Let's say if it's a sequel like Spider-Man 2, we were already sold on Spider-Man 2 from Spider-Man 2018. That's how good 2018 was. So we were already in. We knew Venom was going to be. Oh shit, we're in this shit. Like you ain't got to say nothing. I'm in with that alone.
And some developers have that, like Insomniac Wolverine. All right, I'm in. Some earn that. But other ones, you need that excitement.
Yep.
Some have to, and they don't have that. So yeah.
So it's like it's crazy because then it goes to a point, and I didn't even think this would ever happen, right? Because I'm over being extra critical towards a game for PlayStation, and mind just from a studio that I actually do like, but it's like. The game that they were selling at the time, I just didn't really see what was the big appeal. And keep in mind, if I'm saying that, that's a problem. Yeah. So the game in question was Returnal. Returnal looks good. Visual looks great. I played this game. I beat the platinum. Funny thing is, they watched me stream it. That shot the fuck out of me before I had the audio engineer on the channel for interviews. So they were watching me play it, watching me struggle. So that was funny. But I'm over here talking shit about this game. They over chilling like, man, this dude's cool. Like we had this conversation. But my point stood still because as soon as the game was done after the year, it only sold like in total lifetime sales on PlayStation 700,000.
Crazy. Hardly anyone played it.
Release of PC, right? And what PC included is sold over 1 million,
which is barely anything either on PC.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so when I see shit like this, and remember that game was $70, and I see the same motherfuckers who hyped that game up. Guess what they're hyping up? Sorrows. Does that really build a lot of hope? You know what I'm saying? Does that build a lot of hype for me to see that Sorrows is going to do good? Do you really think I believe that Sorrows is going to do crazy well with that type of audience that didn't even support the first game? So that's what I'm saying. Like it's
a niche product. It's a niche game.
Yeah, they'll say that all the time. Don't say it's niche. It says it's a niche product.
But Sony don't make niche games though. Sony's not trying to make niche games. They tell you they want the big AAA.
Right. Yeah. They want system blockbusters, Like the whole thing with Helldivers, I'm like, bro, y'all really think PlayStation dudes are all PlayStation dudes playing this game? No, it's PC. That's why this game is a juggernaut and can absolutely be even bigger. Sony fucks up. They do the region lock shit saying that people got to sign in. People refund their money, and all of a sudden, okay, we gotta remove that. It's like, bro, you already did the damage. That game could have been even bigger if you didn't fuck with it. But that's Sony trying to strong arm the wrong community. And this is where I've been saying, like, the PlayStation community should be like the PC community. What I mean by that is when there's shit you don't like, you speak up, you stand on business. You know what I'm saying? And you don't support said shit. But the problem is, this used to be the same one saying, oh, I'll buy what I want to buy. Oh, who are you to tell me this, that, and the third? Oh, you just a hater. Oh, P-Rock, you're grifting to Xbox dudes. Or Big Cloud, you're grifting to Xbox dude. Oh, Big Cloud's an Xbox in disguise. Even though my PSN shits on 90% of the fucking dudes who say this shit. But I'm going to keep that to myself. You know, it's like, I don't get into it anymore. It's like, bro, it bores me. Because this is the shit we deal with now. Like, being honest about something you love in the PlayStation community is so frowned upon that dudes, like we talked about earlier, would
well, it's honest if you're honest about another platform. It's okay if it's another platform. It's okay if you're honest on Nintendo, if you're honest about PC, and if you're honest about Xbox. That's fine.
Yep.
You're good with there.
But
you're good there.
Shit.
But you can't be honest on PlayStation. That's grifting or that's doom and glooming.
Bro, it's insane. And I'm looking at all this shit now, especially where we're at. It's like, bro, now we're at this point where, you know, we're having a conversation that me and you would probably, if we go back to the Google Hangout days,
oh man,
we would slap. We would probably get slapped by our former selves if we were to say that shit. Like, who the fuck? You ain't me. Like, you ain't me. That ain't gonna happen. We're at this point where Xbox is playing PlayStation Studio games, and PlayStation is playing Xbox Studio games. Because the industry itself is not sustainable the way it is because games are not selling what they need to sell. You see what I'm saying? That's why shit is going to this point. It's not enough people playing these games. And if you take, you know, and people keep saying it's live service. I already saw you arguing with people about it. Like, listen, if it's live service, okay, well, here's a fun fact about this live service thing. They're saying that, oh, that's what's going to happen. It's not the first party games. Well, first of all, you got to ask yourself the most important question of all. How many live service games does Sony have at their disposal?
I mentioned that. They don't have any. They don't have a lot. They don't have any.
Marathon, we've been knew about. And Marathon, me and you both know it's not going to do it. So that's not even that's $3 billion down the drain. That's why they're about
so fair games. Are we talking fair games? That might not even come out.
Jade Raymond left. Right, she's left.
Gone. That might not even come out either.
So you can toss that one up, but she's gone. So what else you got here?
And I want to throw a curveball. So people are like, oh, it's live service. Okay, all right. So Gran Turismo. Let me guess. Gran Turismo is no longer Tempo. It's not a Tempo PlayStation title. It's a live service title.
It's like,
or now, or is that, or now we stuck in this. Like, where does GT7 fall in this conversation?
Right.
Is it a Tempo or is it a live service? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the future is, right? But here's the thing: we shouldn't be in this position because PS4, we didn't have these conversations. PS4, they didn't talk Xbox.
Bro,
they didn't talk Xbox on PS4.
They only talked PlayStation on PS4. Even
only PS3
gave a fuck about PlayStation. Yeah, we didn't have
even PS3 when it was failing. It was failing, and they didn't talk Xbox.
The PS3 when it was failing gave me Resistance Fallen Man, Resistance 2, Resistance 3. You know what I'm saying? They gave me some of the most fire fucking games.
Metal Gear Solid 4, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Demon Souls.
Like, what are we doing here? It's not even a fraction. If I was to take the games
Heavenly Sword,
look at PS3, I'm saying like it's not even close.
Warhawk,
but it's like, dude,
Mag,
get these things.
Like I could just keep spitting, right? And this was Infamous. Done. Infamous. Literally a whole franchise being born, 1 and 2.
Exactly.
Like, you see what I'm saying? And they were broke.
It's crazy.
They were broke, and they kept doing
all the money. And they can't even so much as find what the problem is. The problem is you're not pulling from what made you successful, the games that made you successful. And the same people that say, oh, those games are niche, motherfucker, you're not part of this conversation. You never bought them to begin with. So why are you even exerting yourself? These games are the games people want to play. People want, like, for example, a good example, and it's a game that's coming out the end of this month, and that's Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, right? Notice how they keep putting a big emphasis on Ape Escape characters in Snake Eater. Why isn't Ape Escape given the rub for a remake or a sequel? Where's Sly Cooper? Why is Sly Cooper not getting the rub for a remake or a sequel? You see what I'm saying? Like, there are games that people want, that you have tons of in your collection that you're just ignoring and you let collect dust or just flat out die. A lot of studios that could have done those games are dead. Sony London is no more. Like, we've lost so much shit with PlayStation. It's not even funny. But people think, oh, it's all Xbox fault for not being competitive. PlayStation has their own problems. They have their own problems. And one of the big problems that they're showing right now is mismanagement. They're not managing these studios properly at all. Whoever thought it was a good idea to make a live service God of War game needs to be studied.
No, tarred and feathered. The Judas chair. Give the bastard the Judas chair. Give him and his Uber driver the death penalty. Whoever's his personal driver, punish him too.
Whoever thought it was a good idea to go consult a Bungie on something as simple as Spider-Man having a multiplayer option, not a game, separate game, but an option for people to probably jump on that game more often, being a bad idea and scrapping should be studied. Like there's shit like that. Like, it's like, bro, there's a lot of shit they could have done that we didn't see. We didn't get. Now, the newest game people are talking about, what is it? Marvel Tokon? Here's the funny thing about Marvel Tokon. That game is day-and-day PC.
Yeah, day-and-day PC. Well, it's live service though.
Yeah, but still, like, that's
it. I hate the fact that they're now taking the word live service, and because it's a live service game, it doesn't count as a PlayStation game. That's what they're trying to do. Like, I don't count as a PlayStation, game because it's live service. So if it's live service, it's not a PlayStation game. Even though PlayStation is funding it, it's owned by PlayStation and published by PlayStation, it's still not a PlayStation game because it's live. So live service is like the catch, like getaway, like the get out of jail card. Like, what are we talking about here? It's a PlayStation game. It's Sony using resources, money, decision to put games on another platform. Oh no, it's live service. That don't count. So the only thing that counts,
Horizon game. Remember the Lego? Yeah. They said that's not a PlayStation game. That's a Lego game. No, that's a PlayStation game that they made in conjunction with Lego. They had Guerrilla Games and Studios developers working on. They even flat out told you this is a game they've been working on. And
even Helldivers,
they actually vowed it to go on there. So it's like, what are we doing here? Like,
even Helldivers
with Nixes.
That
goes to my point.
Nixes did it
right. So for the longest time,
Nixes have dev kits. Nixes have dev kits. In order to port games to Xbox, that means they have in-house Xbox dev kits.
And that's the thing too. People are not looking at the situation here. They're like, "Oh, Nixes only making PC ports or live show." No, Nixes is brought the same way you saw that job listing. Ain't nobody about to make no 300K putting no fucking marathon and games you already know about on fucking other platforms. No, the whole shebang is going to all these different platforms. There's no stopping that at this point. They're done. Hiroki Totoki flat out told you he's all about improving sales margins. And they just flat out told you today they don't even care about hardware sales anymore. They're at 80 million hardware sales. Let me tell you why they don't care specifically about the hardware sales anymore. Because they're at the point where PlayStation 5 is in that cruise control. That's what we call it, the cruise control stage, where we're past the 5-year gap, where it's already going to sell based off of what it's done in the
It's going to reach 100 million. Again. There's nothing stopping it.
It's already at that point. There's nothing stopping it. So they're fine. They don't have to do any more bells and whistles to sell the console. But now they got to go, okay, how do we get these monthly active users up? Right now, I think they said they had 123 active users, right? Microsoft announced that they had over 500 million live active users, and you see everything they're doing that is very similar to Microsoft in every conceivable way. What makes you think the single player games are not going to make this the Switch as well? When you got over they're touting they got over 500 million across everywhere. They're the number one publisher. You don't think Sony's looking at that going, damn, we really just got fucking Trojan horse on our own platform? Our very own dudes that bought our platform, I bought our console, is buying the enemy's games more than they're buying ours. If you look at the top 10 games sold on PlayStation, they're all Xbox titles, most of them.
Well, I'm going to be fair, though. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be fair on that one.
Majority of them,
yeah, no. Like, one is actually Xbox. The other games are games that were always on PlayStation. Doom, that was always a sell on PlayStation. Call of Duty, always a sell on PlayStation. What was the other game? Indiana Jones, while that was a new game, the IP's been on PlayStation before. And Minecraft. Minecraft was already big on PlayStation before Microsoft bought it. So I'm like, so to me, that's just a testament of Microsoft buying publishers that they knew had games that were popular on PlayStation everywhere else.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
Forza is legitimate.
Sure.
Forza is legitimately
Right.
the Xbox game. That's a legitimate Xbox game that was Xbox, belongs to Xbox, and now it's on PlayStation, and it was absolutely successful.
When did that game originally come out? 2015?
Oh, 2021. Forza
2021.
Forza Horizon 2021. So it's a 4-year-old game.
2021. A 2021 4-year-old game has outsold Death Stranding 2.
I mean, yeah, but Death Stranding only had like 5 days of sale. It only had 5 days of sale.
We're at 1.4 in his first week.
So we'll see. But I give that. But I always said Forza Horizon will be successful on PlayStation because of the racing fan base.
Yeah.
PlayStation, like, listen, what's the number one selling franchise in PlayStation?
Gran Turismo.
The number one, Gran Turismo. I don't know why. Racing games is dog shit. But I don't get it. You just do left turns. Like, this is dog shit. You're telling me Gran Turismo is more popular than God of War? Like Gran Turismo, like technically, Polyphony Digital, their game sells better than Naughty Dog. They're the number one studio in PlayStation, period. And it's a racing game. I don't get it. I never
understood that either. Like, I thought Motorstorm had more personality. It was a better game overall than Gran Turismo, but somehow Gran Turismo it's like this eye candy. Everybody just buys it. I don't know. That's fucking weird. Very weird.
It is. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, right? But so when I saw, I mean, I get it. It's good talk point, but when you look at the actual games, they were all been like, to me, the actual Xbox games on a PlayStation, like Grounded.
No, you talking about like
Gears, not even Grounded.
Talking about Grounded.
I think Gears will be fine, but look at Sea of Thieves. That ain't nobody talking about that shit on PlayStation. Ain't nobody talking about no goddamn Sea of Thieves.
It was number one though.
For like a month, and then that shit said. Everybody, you don't even see it on the charts. Nobody talking about it. They like, I think it was, to me, Sea of Thieves was like, remember Horizon Zero Dawn went on PC, right? It sold 4 million. But after that, it's like, PlayStation. To me, it's like the shock. Oh shit, an Xbox game on PlayStation. Let me try it. But once they tried it, like, man, this shit sucks, man. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't playing this bullshit. I think it's one of those, the shocker.
Disney saved that game, really. To be honest with you, Disney saved it. I remember Remember the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates? Yeah. The Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
Remember, it wasn't doing too crazy hot until Pirates of the Caribbean and the Disney partnership happened.
I always said the two games. I always felt two games that will definitely do great on PlayStation. Forza because of the racing fan base, and Gears because of the third person aspect. And if they have a single player, third person, it works. It fits the DNA of PlayStation. Halo? I don't know.
Halo. What's Halo we talking about? We talking about Infinite?
Whatever they make. Infinite.
But honestly,
they might have to bring back the old Halo. They need to start with the old one. I don't know about
I think
Halo.
We're gonna do the new one. I don't think it's the old one. I think it would be like the new one, because if it's Halo Infinite, but here's the funny thing, that would be a funny ass conversation for us to talk about. Like, if it does happen and it does crazy well on PS,
that would be weird. That would be weird.
Not only would it be weird, it's gonna make me look at the fucking internet like, what the fuck were y'all bitching about that? What was the point? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I think Gears would be fine. And Forza, but all the other like State of Decay.
Well, I don't think the old one's coming. I think they're probably the new.
State of Decay. But even then, I
don't know what to expect. Yeah,
that's just gonna get Days Gone. That's just gonna get Days Gone because they're gonna compare it to. Even though it's not the same game, they're gonna compare it to The Last of Us. Days Gone. That's what happened with Days Gone. It ain't The Last of Us. You're not as good, dog. You're not as good.
we got DLC for that game, Days Gone, but we didn't get in the sequel. Make it make sense, brother. What's going on, bro? What's going on, brother?
I don't know, man. Here's right. There's just so much things that I can think of. Like, at the very least, do a remake of Siphon Filter, because we haven't had Splinter Cell. Like that genre is gone. Like, no one's doing anything. I think that's coming back, but bring back Siphon Filter, modernize it, and see if that hits. Nope, not even that.
or run a do a partnership with Capcom. Bring Dino Crisis back. You know what I'm saying? Do some partnerships. Like work your magic. You know what I'm saying? Bring back legit classics. They won't.
But to me, those are PlayStation centric decisions for the PlayStation gamer, and I don't think Sony's about that. I think Sony is like, what will also sell PC.
There you go.
In my opinion, they're including the PC audience in their strategy. And if they feel, the PC audience may not really care about this, let's not do this. Do this game instead. This might fit the dynamic of PlayStation and PC together. And I feel that's what's happening. I feel that's what's happening. I'm glad
you brought that up, though, because we see so remember, beforehand, when this all started to basically happen, right, it was like 2-year-old games, right? 2, 3-year-old games, 4-year-old games that were going first.
Yeah.
Then it went to 2-year-old games, then 1 year. Now we're at
15 months.
We're talking about 15 months, and they're talking about 6 months.
That's beta testing. That's early access. That's early access, dog.
If you are console war still, I'm a flat out say it. If you are still trying to console war on this PlayStation side, when you have 6 months of fucking bragging, politely just shut the fuck up. Don't say another word.
People didn't like my tweet.
You're beta testing.
People didn't like my tweet. I'd be like, with the PlayStation 6, you get the advantage of early access to PlayStation first party games. You get them shits early access. That's what you get when you buy a PlayStation 6. I'm like, let's just stop now. You know what's early access game? That's early access. Like, fuck out of here.
The funniest reaction to your tweet, though, I see dudes say, well, fine, I'll just get a PC. I'm like, you know what's funny? That might sound normal, right? But until you realize these the same motherfuckers that be the main ones listing like a bajillion reasons why PC gaming is inferior or why they won't do it. Oh, I don't want to spend 12 hours toggling switches to make the graphics look good. No, the stupid shit. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. You're not going to get on PC. You're going to get PS6. You're going to be day one in line. And I'm
going to say this.
Accept it. That's it. That's why dudes talking about power. That's what they're doing right now. They're talking about power difference between the new Xbox and PS6. So if you're done with PlayStation, why are we talking and bragging about power differences between a new Xbox and PS? You shouldn't make it make sense, bro. Like what are we doing here? Like, you obviously not going anywhere. So that's why I laugh. It's like, dude, y'all don't know what the fuck you want. Y'all don't know how to stand on business. Y'all just accept.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, listen, it's okay to. I will say this. It's okay. It's absolutely okay to say, yo, I'm still fuck with PlayStation because console's easier. I might, they still might be the only platform that has physical media on disc, and it's simple, it's easier, and you like the games, right? But if you talk shit about Xbox, saying you don't need an Xbox, you can play on PC, or Xbox is third party, all this other extra shit, then you got to apply it to PlayStation. It's the same thing. You understand?
Oh God.
Because, but if you're the type to be like, it doesn't matter if PlayStation put their games on others. It's just simpler for me to stay on PlayStation. I got my library. It's simple. It's usually cheaper. I'm cool with it. That's cool. But then people should have never made fun of the Xbox dudes for making the same decision. When they said, if Phil wants to put his games on PlayStation or PC, I don't care. I like my Xbox. I got my library. I like Game Pass. I'm good. We should have left them alone. Because that's all they said. They said, listen, I like Xbox. I'm cool. But they didn't do that shit. Let me catch up some super chats right here. We got Prel. He says, my NY brother, P-Rock, are you going PC if day and day? I'll be honest, I already said I'm not getting the PlayStation 6. And we'll talk more about that. But my PlayStation, I'm going to enjoy...
You're getting a PS6.
I'm not. No, brother. Listen. You are talking to the dude.
All it takes is one trailer, and your ass is like, yo, that shit is
listen. You talking to the dude that didn't buy the PS4 day one? Did you forget? You forgot.
I think honestly, you're excited alone.
I didn't buy my PS4. I didn't buy my PS4 to 2015.
But I think they got the right launch game.
But look at the two differences, though. I know. That launch game's gonna be on PC. The launch game's gonna be on PC within 6 months.
Yeah, no, you got.
In fact, let me do the super chat. We'll get into that conversation on why I'm not getting a PlayStation 6. We'll get into that. Yeah. Rome, no Totoki slander. Listen, bro, if I see Totoki on the streets, bro, I better not. Yo, I'm gonna go to every Pack East, Pack West, Pack Japan just to find that dude, bro. I better not see him, bro. I catch him. He's catching these hands. Y'all gonna see me on Twitter in the news, bro. PlayStation fanboy attacks CEO. They're gonna be like, what kind of stupid fanboy attacks the CEO because of games? And then you see my face in the mugshot.
Like this.
He's gonna catch these hands, dog. Patrick Allen. Is Sony going to make Bungie do third-party games because Bungie is a loss to Sony? Oh yeah, they're staying multiplayer. Bungie ain't going nowhere. They're not shutting that out. Yeah. Rome,
they can't afford
PS,
it. It's $3 billion.
Yeah, I mean, worst acquisition ever, bro. Worst acquisition ever. PS ponies no longer exist. Thank you, Hiroki. Listen, Rome, you pushing it, bro. You pushing with this Hiroki shit, all right? Hiroki t-shirt. Okay, he goes, Rome again. He says, now the ponies no pain. You know what? But the Xbox thing is your fault. We tried to help you guys. You ignored it. So you shouldn't have been mad at us. You should have listened to us. Y'all stuck with Bleed Green. Vedger, thank you for Super Chat. He says, preach the truth, Big Cloud. We want PSX back. Yeah, some of these guys don't even know what PlayStation Experience is.
They don't. They don't know what the fuck that shit was. That shit was an event, bro. It was like a Super Bowl, like
like a symphony.
PlayStation.
Right, it was
fire.
Games.
We went there. Oh yeah, it was fire. But we ain't got that no more. They got rid of it altogether. The whole human interaction just died.
Borbor Country, Returnal free online on PC, but PS5, we're fucked. PC has killed all my PS6 hype. Games made for more than one platform are always gimped. It's a fact. Here we go. Maxwell. Quevedo. Let me cook. I think the position that Herman has needs to be split in two. Herman takes care of the single-player game studios, and the other guy manages gas studios. I would love Mike Ibarra managing gas.
No.
He said, no, you said no. Not happy. He said, please, God, no. Please, God.
Oh, Mike
Thank you so much, Maxwell.
Was horrible for Xbox. Why would you want him on
man.
PlayStation?
He hated Xbox, too. He's like, man, this fucking company keeps following me. He's like, leave me alone. He's like, he goes to Activision, Microsoft Activision. He's like, fuck. Guys, bro, leave me alone. Yeah. Bobo Country. Death Stranding is rated R. That affects sales. Oh, no, it doesn't affect GTA, though. I mean, but it's a bigger game, though. It is a bigger game.
I mean, yeah, name recognition.
Listen, I think Death Stranding is one of those. It's a Kojima game, but it's very unique. It's definitely a love or hate game. I don't think there's any in between. You either like it, what it is, or you can't stand for what it is. It's one of those games that is on the extreme.
Yeah. No, dude, like once you start that game though, it's an experience. It really is. You played it, right? You started playing that.
No, I'm playing. Yeah, I got Death Stranding too.
So you already know. Hopefully, when you start walking,
it's like then the music, and it's an experience. Like, Kojima's like.
Yo, there are levels to it. Like there are levels, and then there's Kojima. Like Kojima's
he's on it.
He that dude, bro. He's
fuck with that dude, bro. Only he could make that type of game. If anyone else made that game, we would have thrashed it, made fun of it. But Kojima's like,
what the fuck is this?
Yo, even Solid. I was shocked that Solid Revved loved the first one. I remember I saw his video. When I saw that video boot up and he say, hey, check out my video, I'm like, oh man, Solid Red's gonna kill this game, man. And then when I saw he's like, my game of the year. He's like, even he's confused. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, holy shit, Kojima did it. You got Rev to love this game. Like, only Kojima, bro. When you get Rev to love a game of that type, Kojima's magic, bro.
Damn. I mean, it's gameplay, plus you got this bombshell named Fragile. Oh my god. I was like,
that was a great video. That video was great.
I was like, yep. He loved it.
That video was great. That was a great video. Solid Rev talking about Death Stranding 1. Andrew Wilkins. What the fuck is Big Cloud spewing? DS1 didn't do well for a long time. It only sold 2 million in the first year. Still became a success. DS2 is selling faster. I think it ended up being 9 million, right? Like, I mean, how did DS2 launch? I have to check, but all right, Andrew Wilkins. Vedger with another super chat. Thank you very much. He says PlayStation literally threw all their hardcore fan base back of the bus. Then they took over the steering wheel and now going everywhere else. while we, as your hardcore consumers, took your ass where you're at right now, motherfuckers. That's the thing, man. Like 99% of PlayStation success is the actual people in PlayStation consoles. How is decisions not the core audience the first thought? That shit is crazy.
Not just that though, everybody was vocal as fuck at like the PS4 gen. You remember at the start? Remember at the start of the PS4 gen, if we were about to be at this point where we were about to be at the mercy of them, because we needed internet to run the consoles. You remember that? That was the big thing.
Oh, we threw that.
Forgot about that. We threw hands on all of my. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. I ain't buying this shit. If I got to connect every 5 hours, I think that's what they say, every 5 hours.
Yeah, Xbox. Yeah, 5 hours. Some bullshit. Like, what the fuck we're doing?
Yeah, what the fuck you talking about? And then you have to buy the camera, and the camera got to do like a face scan and check your.
Yeah.
Like, no. I ain't doing that. And everybody was together, collectively together, and they chewed their asses up both sides. Microsoft took the worst case because they were dumb as fuck with Mike.
They actually announced it.
Was it Mikey Burr or was it?
Donnie D. Donnie D.
He told us some. Oh, we got.
Oh, you don't like it
for you? It's called an Xbox 360. All right, bitch. I got a console for you. It's called PS4. Like everybody said that collectively. We got PS4 because PS4 did the reverse. So it's like, they ain't recover after that. And really, I blame Donnie D for most of the problem. Donnie D fucking pissed off the wrong, bro. He picked the wrong fucking day to act smug, especially with that dude, Adam Orff, who also left the industry. That dude said hashtag deal with it. Remember, that was the shit that went viral on top of it. He's like, if you don't like it, you can hashtag deal with it. We're like, who the fuck are you talking to?
They were bold. They tried to be bold.
Like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like,
Yo, I remember in the PS3 generation, Sony took out Rumble and just tried to say it was last gen.
Yep.
I don't know if you know the story, and I said this story before, but I'll say it again. One of my original account on PlayStation got banned, and I didn't say anything disrespectful. So it was in the MLB room. So PlayStation 3 came out. It had no Rumble, right? So I go into the room and I asked the developers a question. I'm like, hey, because you took out Rumble, you took out a feature because it was still kind of couch co-op. You know, we still play couch co-op. Right. It was still in that age of online, but couch co-op.
Before we moved on.
Before we fully moved on, we still had couch co-op. So I said, hey, you know, because you have Rumble. When you play couch co-op, you use the Rumble to determine where in the strike zone your pitch was going.
Exactly.
You didn't have the dot no more. The dot wasn't on the screen no more. So the person next to you doesn't know where you're pitching. That's the old school way. That's like the Genesis days, the Super Nintendo days, where you position a dot, but the person knows where you're pitching. Ever since Rumble, they took that away, so it made the game a little bit more realistic with the person next to you. Because they took out Rumble, we had to go back to the dot. So I said, that doesn't make sense. We're going backwards in time now. Now, when I play somebody, they know where I'm pitching. So what's the solution to that? Blocked. Ban. They didn't answer my question. They didn't say, hey, we'll look into it. Nope. I'm like, the fuck is we doing here? What the fuck? I asked a legit gameplay question that no longer applies. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And gamers are like, nah, fuck that. Bring Rumble back. And guess what Sony did? They paid the company, whatever, and they brought Rumble back. Because the game was like, nah, we're not doing this shit. Because Xbox got Rumble. A lot of gamers were saying, I'll just play it over there with Rumble.
Yeah, we had this little plastic shell of a controller at the time.
That was light as hell. It was light.
Because they were banking on, I think the reason why it was so light, too, because remember, they were putting so much emphasis on 6-axis. Remember Lair?
That's what it was called. It was a 6-axis. Oh my god,
yeah.
the dragon.
They were so fucking obsessed with that game. They were trying so hard that they ended up patching this shit where it has regular controls. But I'm like, bro,
the joystick,
this still, but it looks terrible with the damn regular controls because the game, it's crazy. You look back at that game, it actually still looks good, but it's like, fuck, this game is terrible with the 6-axis. I can't do it. I remember I played that shit. I was trying to give it a chance, and I beat the game, but I was like, fuck, man,
did you?
Dead. I'm like, yeah, I beat that game
because you had to be like this all the whole
like this. So I had to put my arms like this and shit, try to hold it. And I'm like, it's like, hold your hands out. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, attack. It's like, bro, it was so fucking annoying. But
she was bad.
That's how it was. Like, it's shit like that, brother. I can't.
We got, what is it? Let me see. We got, who's next here? We got Gara of Rage. He goes, warms my heart to see healthy discussions about gaming. Have fun, guys. Well, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for coming through. We got True SSJ. Yeah. All right. That's what's up. True SSJ, what's up? Thank you so much for being a member. He said 30 months is so cool. I'm still rocking with you. Thank you so much for rocking with me, man. Been rocking with me a long time. I really appreciate it. Glad you've been a member. And then True SSJ with a super chat says, question though. 5 years from now, and there's no more Xbox ports besides Helldivers 2, how would you feel in that retrospect? I think so. See, here's the thing. Everybody's trying to look at me with the Xbox. It's not. Xbox is just an extension of the actual overall problem, which is Sony is focusing on an overall community of gamers outside their stuff. Like PlayStation and PC gamers and anybody is all in the same pot, but we're the ones providing the most money. That's why I use like the first class ticket example. You buy a plane, sure, it's the same plane, but your first class ticket, you get benefits from being that first class ticket provider. You get special treatment. You get priority access to lanes, priority access to security. You get first seating. The water is already there. You get a separate menu. But now they're saying, hey, even though you're like the main audience where we make my money, we're still going to consider everybody else. Like right now, PC, like especially with PC, they're PlayStation gamers. They're just like, to me, they're, if anything, like I use Helldivers and, you know, Extreme, we talked about this. Helldivers, if you play Helldivers, the actual platform, the PlayStation platform is the most expensive way to play Helldivers. If you play Helldivers anywhere else, it's actually cheaper for you as a gamer. If you play it on PC, free online.
You don't have
if you
to
play it on if you play on Xbox, they have the cheapest, which is Xbox Core, $60 a year. The cheapest for PlayStation is $80. So actually playing Helldivers on PlayStation, you are spending the most money. How are you spending the most money on your own console from a first-party game? How are you and how do we end up the ones fucked? Like,
and keep in mind, too,
you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Separate benefit. Yeah, they also get separate additional benefits if they even do Plus and PC. That's not tied to PlayStation. So it's like
they don't even have to do Plus. Like they don't even got to do
They don't even need it. They don't need it. And so it's like, bro, that's why it goes back to the PS3 gen. Like, don't get me wrong, PS3 gen was crazy for PlayStation, but they still maintained giving us free online for the whole fucking console. They gave us a shit ton of games. You look at the PS4 and onwards, it's like, bro, that shit. Once that online money came in, they was not letting that shit go. And then now it just keeps going up and up and up. And you always ask yourself, what true benefits do you get as a Plus subscriber? Because right now, I can't tell you how many months have gone by in PS Plus where I didn't even bother downloading the games because I thought they were straight ass and not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing this. So I don't know. That's just me. Some people might go, the games are good. I can't.
Yeah, and plus you're on PC, so you get Steam deals out the ass for like $5, $6. Like you're not even worried about. Hell, even Epic Games give you free games. Epic Games give free games with no subscription. They just do it.
Yeah, and the thing is, even though I had that option, I'm always like still on the PlayStation. You know, I mean, I'd be looking around trying to find some shit. You know, like damn, there's gotta be something good here. You know what I mean? Because people don't think I get hurt when I be saying when I'm saying I play this. Like, bro, people think I just get off. I'm saying like, no, I don't. It's like, bro, this is the company that brought me so much joy with PS4.
You got like over 100 certain platinums. How many platinums you got?
239.
230 plats. So he plays PlayStation, right? 239. You see what I'm saying? So like we're talking from actually playing the platform, enjoying exclusives and stuff like that, enjoying what Sony does for the platform. And we're seeing this shit like disappear and like fuck. Like how is everybody else eating? And we're the ones spending the most money.
Also, too, didn't we have like unless I'm missing something here? I don't think it was PS5. I'm pretty sure it was PS5, but didn't we have like our own special selection of games? It was like a filter or whatever of games that were free for PS5 users.
PS5, I think the first 6 months. The first 6 months they gave like 10 games for free. Like 10, 15 games, like a starter collection. And then they took it away.
Why are those games
it's gone.
Taken away? Because they resold, they recharged for those same games. Like that Days Gone shit. That had the update, they charged us again for it with this deluxe shit. They repackaged, which doesn't look different. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. This is what I'm talking about though. The nickel and diming, the fake shit going about it. I'd scared, bro. I'd scared.
Oh, sorry. Gordo P23. He says public service announcement. If you have an Instagram account, you need to turn off location settings. They are on that bullshit. What happened with Instagram? Something happened with Instagram? Man, there's always something happening. I don't know. Now I gotta look. All right, Gordo. We'll look it up. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for letting me know. I'm gonna check it out. Rome. Never had an Xbox. I left PS. I left PS for PC. My man said, I'm out. All right, shout out to Rome. Flaffy 1101 says, we make fun of Xbox staying with Xbox despite being third-party box. Now we can't keep the same energy telling us they lying PS fan, we pocket watching. It's the hypocrisy. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with staying where you like to play. But if you talk shit to Xbox gamers for staying on Xbox because that's how they want to play their games, it is what it is. Like, you know, it's like boxing. You throw a punch, you're going to take a punch. Cult Classic Cage. Andrew Wilkins was in my chat yesterday telling me that Donkey Kong is a representation of black men, and I crashed out on him. He has no right to ask people what they're talking. What the what? Oh, here we go. Oh man, that shit went down the whole. That shit went down left. Hey, listen, this ain't Hangouts no more. We're not doing that. Cassie, this is you missed the golden age, girl. Oh shit. Oh man,
no, her do it, man. She would be like your number one fan if she was like if she came like into this situation.
Oh man, if you, bro, my God, Cassie, you missed. You would have shined. Hangouts. You would have loved it.
She missed an error.
You would have loved it. You would have loved it. Gifted Gamer. That your super says salute to y'all. Keep cooking. Appreciate it. All right, let me talk about what I mean by the PS6, right? When you say, oh, you're gonna buy the PS6, it's gonna be a different gen. Now look at each generation. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, and even the PS5. All of them, when they launched, it was a world where the games was their library. They launched it with the thoughts of PlayStation 5 exclusives and content, whatever. PS5, the only thing that it had was just Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. At the time, that was it. So when I bought the PS5, it was just Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, but everything else was that whatever. After the PS5 was bought, then you started seeing the bullshit. Cross-gen games. And now a whole ass live service game on PC. Some games timed, some games day and date on PC. Some games on Xbox, some games on Nintendo. Maybe this game might go to Nintendo Xbox. Maybe this game won't. That's the world of PS6. So you see why I'm not getting a PS6? Because that's not that I never bought a PlayStation. Like think about it. If think about it, getting a PC, right, instead of a PS6, I'm still getting PlayStation games. Right? And who knows? By the time the PlayStation comes out, it might be 2028. Bro, look how far. Listen, in just a span of 5 years, we went from Horizon Zero Dawn. That's it. So now we're talking about what game may or may not go to Xbox. How's the next 3 years going to look? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, also keep in mind, too, we've had more advertisements for fucking baby steps than we've had for any of the new
I don't fuck with baby steps. Listen, I'm not down with the live service games. Like, listen, I only have Plus out to 2030 because I stacked the shit out of it last gen.
Yeah, you did. You did beat me to that.
For $20, $25, I stacked the shit out of it. But I haven't bought PS Plus since 2018.
Yeah.
And I'm not buying it. I'm not renewing it. I don't care about Sony's lives.
It's so stupid. I don't know why they did that. That whole just stacking shit. Like, they're dumb. But go ahead.
I don't care about their live service strategy. All their games going to PC, right? They clearly, including PC gamers, that's part of the strategy. So it's not like me going to PC, I'm missing out on PlayStation. In fact, they're coming to me, right? So now, if I choose a PlayStation 6 and PC, what am I getting by choosing a PlayStation 6? What's the value behind it? I still have to get the full benefits. I still have to subscribe to Plus. I don't have access to more digital stores. It's strictly the PlayStation Store, right? Let's be honest. The only real advantage to any console, not just PlayStation, any console, was the company creating exclusives to make their platform unique and have people say, hey, look at us. Look at the type of games this platform is about. Come to us. That's it.
Yep.
It ain't hardware. It ain't hard. Let me put it this way. When did the 4090 came out? 2022?
2022, yeah.
2022. 4090 is more powerful than the Pro. So PC gamers don't have to worry about mid-gen refresh. That's not a thing for them. You could already have more powerful hardware earlier. You don't have to wait 4 years for more powerful hardware. You already get that.
You have to worry about is getting your hands on it. But yeah, that's the only thing about PC.
That's about it.
Getting your hands.
That's about it, right? Now, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The PlayStation 6, people think, oh, you're going to get a PlayStation 6. I'm like, you guys not seeing the world the PlayStation 6 will be in compared to the world 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 we're in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, they had exclusives. Sony was not. Sony never said the word Xbox. The word Xbox never came out their mouth. Now they're going to say Xbox a lot. They're going to say Nintendo a lot. Who knows what they're going to say in 2 to 3 years? It's a different world.
I noticed, I said this to you on Solidcast though, back before we got to this point. I said, listen, you notice the big word they keep, the big buzzword, excuse me, at the time was beyond. Remember, they kept saying beyond the console, beyond this, breaking limitations, breaking barriers. I'm like, bruh, a lot of you are not looking at this utopia they're talking about. This utopia talking about was everything's connected. When they just got, you just play PlayStation kids where the fuck you want to play it. But also attraction pieces. They want to be like Nintendo in many ways. Have like Nintendo Land as Steam. I don't know how that's going to play out, to be honest with you. I mean, Astrobot, sure. Maybe Astrobot can do something like that. But like, not all your characters or mascots can make that, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think they did The Last of Us 3D in Universal Studios. It depends on the game. But that's only because the show was popular. So that helped. I think they have to establish the show. Yeah, I don't. They have to establish this. Season 2 was all right. I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't know. Season 2 was good. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't. I mean, it's one of those. It's like I don't know. And then also they want to extend it. They want to extend it with season 3. So now season 3 is the Abby story. It's like. I mean, it's a good show. It's season 4 is epic. I mean, it's a good show, but I'll be honest. I'm more pissed off that, like, you seen about a month ago, Neil Druckmann said, "All right, guys, I gotta step away from." What do you mean a heavy heart? You better bitch ass step away from movies. You should have been in gaming the whole time.
Well, it's not just that, dude. He basically confirmed to me. No, he basically confirmed to both of us that that game that he's working on, Intergalactic, is not a PS6 or not PS5 exclusive game. It's going to be a PS6 launch game. It's going to be cross-gen with PS6 and 5, because that's literally what he's basically telling you. It's going to happen. That's going to be a cross-gen game.
Yeah. Well, it depends when they launch the PS5, like 6. Like if they launch the PS6, and I'll be honest, I hear talk about 27. I'm like, why? I'm at the point like why?
I mean, Sony's at that point where they don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck.
Why though? What does a PS6? I mean, they just announced a couple of months ago that they finally outpaid, like the audience, the majority of the audience is now finally PlayStation 5. And when they mean by that, that means they just broke 50%. So it's like at 51%. So 49% are still on PS4. 48. Even if it's 45, let's say 45, that's a lot. 5 years into the gen, and 45% of your audience is PS4 gamers? No wonder they're still making Call of Duty on PS4.
Right. No, they're not helping their case, though, with these cross-gen games. They're still doing cross-gen games. I thought cross-gen was been over, but we were still getting cross-gen games. I was like, yeah.
Third party, right? So I'm like, so 45% of your audience is still PS4. You're going to make a PS6. Some of them might not even get the PS5. They'll be like, I'm going to bypass the PS5 and just jump to PS6 then. They could go a whole generation and not buy a PS5 or a PS5 Pro. It's like a PS6 is like for what? And then what's crazy? You have a PS6. Yo, how crazy would it be if you still got PS4 cross-gen on the PS6? The fuck is we talking about here? So why release it? Like who? And here's the thing: there's no more hardware battle because Xbox is on this PC shit.
Yeah, they'll have it, but it's like it's an afterthought. It's like one of those things just for those who just want like a console experience. They're gonna have their more like the way they're doing it. It's just gonna be integrated with Steam. Plus, they're just pushing Steam and whatever.
But what do you think, Xbox? This is my philosophy, right? This is my guess. And Xbox, the Rogue Ally, to me is like the study case. To me, Microsoft is just gonna get a third-party vendor to build. Pre-built PC type that look like the Asus has one. It's called the NUC. It looks like a console. They have it now. Yeah. You could buy it now. They're just gonna take that, slap Xbox on it, and be like, "Hey, this is your console." It's a PC.
I would not be surprised if they did something like that. Yeah.
So that way, Yes, so that way the hardware, the hardware responsibility is on Asus. Microsoft gets no hardware loss. It's not my problem. Asus will manage that. We just provide them the software, the Windows 11, the game mode update. So that way, when people boot it up, they got the nice game mode.
With them with the hardware, right? We'll collab them with AMD to make the shit.
But all the risk on profitability and making money off hardware, that's Asus or Dell or whoever buys on. That's not Microsoft's problem. Microsoft will no longer report hardware revenue. That's off the list. That ain't got shit to do with it. Like the Rogue Ally. Microsoft's not going to report Rogue Ally hardware sales. It's Asus. That's their problem. They need to sell that.
I do feel like that might be the case because it is. Because from what the way I've been seeing both sides doing this, especially the way things are gone now, with everything being connected and everything's open, you might as well go this hybrid console route where you make the bridge to PC gaming. Because everybody, you're basically, the reason why I say this, it might sound crazy, I'm saying it, but the way they're moving, they're pushing everybody towards PC. You know what I'm saying? So just give them the bridge with the console where everything carries over. Your PSN is already on PC and all that shit. Your login, you can do all that shit on PC. So build the infrastructure, build the console, have it be like a bridge. All your trophies and all that shit carry over as you progress. Let's say you want to one day decide to build that PC. You build that PC, you log in and boom, everything's there.
The only thing Sony needs though, this is the difference between Sony and Microsoft, though, for that strategy is Sony needs their store because most of their money is third party. It's not their first party. So how would they sell third party on PC?
Well, that's where first party. That's where their first party comes into play.
Their first party's not going to make that money. They don't make. They don't make money on first party. They don't. Not even close. Not even close.
Right now,
not even close.
Not seeing. Well, not crazy right now because they're not striking while the iron is hot. They're doing it like, you know what I'm saying, like a years or so after the fact these games already came out. I would say do it day one. When you do day,
even
like,
day and day, they don't.
Nah, I do believe like
they don't make. They don't
3.
Wolverine, no,
day one.
Well, like but like I think 56% of their revenue alone is MTX. And subscription is not first party games sold. I think the year Spider-Man, what was it? The year it was 3 games, it was 3 major games. It was 2018.
Spider-Man.
It was God of War, Spider-Man, and Days Gone, and then they had other titles. Yep. All those games, day one, that made up like 20% of the software revenue sales. Third party was still 80%. And that's when you release your big guns. Like Sony's money is third party. It's getting that 30%. Like, that's what I'm saying. They don't have a store. Yeah, so imagine, Sony loses Fortnite. Sony loses Call of Duty sales. Sony loses Madden sales. Sony loses Football Club. The first-party sales is not going to make up all that money. They're not. Yep. Like, Sony can't be a pure first-party like Microsoft. Microsoft, they didn't get console sales. So Microsoft's like, listen, we're not a good third-party machine. We don't sell a lot of third-party games. We got to go this route. But they bought a lot of studios. They have a shit ton of studios. Hell, they're closing them down because it's too much. But they got a lot of workhorse to be a third-party publisher. Sony doesn't. You think 1 or 2 games a year? They ain't making money from 1 or 2 games a year.
Nah, you would need, well, it would definitely Helldivers 3, when that eventually happens, is going to have to be like their mega juggernaut. Like, there are games that are established that they can use, but I'm thinking they don't have, that, we already know, like Spider-Man, we know sells just off a name recognition. God of War, I do believe day one PC will be good. I do believe, well, actually, no, I don't believe Last of Us at this point. I think people were tired of Last of Us at that. I'm being honest with you. They're tired of seeing it.
I think that's why Intergalactic is a good break. Intergalactic is a good break. They said there's another new game to give it a break. But I'm just saying, Sony's first-party output, even day one on PC, even day one on Xbox and Nintendo, will not match what they do on the console third party. Not even close. They make too much money off a third party as a marketplace provider. They make way too much money. Think about it. They're making money off of Apex, Fortnite, Madden, Football Club, College Football, Rainbow Six Siege, Apex Legend, Warframe. Every third party sell of every game, whether it's The Witcher, Assassin's Creed, all that shit, they get 30%. That's a lot of content. And like, as far as console, PlayStation gets the lion's shares of all those sales. Their first party's not keeping up with that. And that's why I'm saying, like, this is why I don't understand with PlayStation. It's weird. Like, yo, your number one business is to get people on your console. That's your number one business. That's why they made $31 billion, because they got people on the console. But it feels like you're making all these moves, like, especially if you release PC games within 6 months, that changes people's view on the brand. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, 6 month difference? That's like,
yeah, I don't. That's the thing, though. Like, so
that's weird.
Obviously, it's the casual. The casual, I don't see going anywhere. I see the casual just going to buy the console for simplicity. You know, that's just basically how it's always been. But hardcore, like me, you, and those who been in the conversations for years, and you know, on the Twitters and the podcasts and all that shit, and watch these events and with anticipation, a lot of us would just look at our true options and go, okay, so if I stay here, I had to pay plus. I gotta pay for the game, obviously, which should be $80 or whatever at the time. I gotta buy microtransactions for that.
We make assessments,
so it's like,
and that's what I'm talking about. And when I say
I don't gotta do half of that.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I'm not getting PlayStation 6 unless, like, PlayStation 6 will have to do something specifically that makes the PlayStation 6 worth it, other than, oh, it's going to be a good console. I'm like, I know it's going to be a good console, but it's not going to be a different device. Like, what is going to be the unique proposition of PlayStation 6? What is unique about it? And there's no uniqueness to that. What? I would say that obviously, I would love Sony to backtrack on everything, but obviously that's not going to happen. Given the state of affairs, the only thing Sony can do that would make me choose a PlayStation 6 over a PC, given just how everything works, is it? No, not even that, because they ain't going to do that either. And plus, I'm not on Plus anyway, so even if they did, it wouldn't matter to me. The only thing is, if they release a powerful console, even if it's like $800-900, that blows the fuck out of a 5090 or 6090. Because then the value proposition, the cost, because then at that point, a $800-900 console that does what a 5090 does, that's fucking like, holy shit, you're talking about a $4,000 PC in a $900 box? All right. Okay. That cost to performance ratio can't be beat. You can't beat that. But they're not going to do that either. But they're not going to do that either.
You know what's crazy?
They're not going to do that. If they did some shit like that, I'll be like,
that sounds crazy and interesting to do. But here's the thing, though, that kind of goes back into danger territory at a different time with PS3. Remember, PS3 was $600, and it did everything you said. It was beating everything. It was more powerful, but we still had arguably one of the worst launches in history, and we didn't have shit.
But here's the difference, though.
Software got to be there, but I don't see them having that issue.
But here's the difference, though. Who's the competitor? 360 was a competitor.
That's true. I don't see Nintendo as like
right. Nintendo, they already made their console. Nintendo already. You're stuck with the Switch 2 for the next 8 years, so they're not it. Who's a competitor? Yeah, who's a competitor? Nobody. So there's nobody to make the PlayStation 6 look bad in the console space. There's no one there. So that would be the only thing. If PlayStation 6 made this super beast that you need a $4,000, you need a 5090 or a 6090 to even compete, I'll be like, all right.
I don't know though. Pro was already $700, and that was for like a taste of FSR.
I know.
So,
but you're just asking me what would it take. I'm just telling you. That's what it would take.
No, you might be on
beast console,
a
beast console price tag. Yeah, a beast console that will smoke even a high-end PC for like $800-900. Then I'll be like, oh shit, this $900 is smoke checking the shit out of your $4,000 PC. All right, I'm in, because you know what I'm saying. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Because what else? What else? I mean, what else is there? The games are on PC. What else? So if there's Sony pulls some shit like some magic shit like that, then I'll be like, wait a fucking minute. Even if it's $900, but it's actually a fucking blade. Like not even Alex could talk shit. Alex could just sit there in his banana suit and be like he'll just be like, Alex would just sit there like, just pissed off that this console is destroying PC. Like, you know what I mean? Like that type of console. You know what I mean? Like every PC gamer just has to sit there and shut the fuck up because your PC ain't better. You know what I mean? Like even Blaze would be like, God damn.
Oh, he'd be day one. He'd be on that shit day one.
Yeah, Blaze would be like, Blaze, in his show, he talks like this. He's like, man, this shit's better than my PC. I never seen something so powerful. Like, bro, this shit is just better. Like some shit like that. Some shit where you like, I don't care who you are, your PC is not better. Your shit is dog shit. If Sony did that, if Sony gave me a console where I could go to Alex and be like, your PC's dog shit. Yeah, so
that'd be the first time. That'd be the first time.
But how about you? Would that make you happy? Imagine Sony made a console and you can't get a better PC. What would you say to that?
Hey, you know,
for like $800-$900.
That'd be the first time Craig Harris is right about something. It's more powerful than a
Hey, but to be fair, we checked them. A lot of people, they stopped. See, y'all motherfuckers, y'all stopped the clip. Y'all didn't keep the clip going. Because even Jay Barry was like, nah, run that shit back. Like, nah, we ain't doing that shit. We all was like, oh, hell nah, Craig. Nah, y'all don't show that shit.
Oh, shit. My man said it's more powerful than the 49. A friend of mine, he called me. I'm like,
shout out to Craig, man. Shout out to my, hey, you better get it ready. Listen, he told me what Nintendo translated to English means. I'm like, translated to English? What are you talking about? He goes, yeah. You know what? I'm like, what does it mean? It means you better get it ready. I'm like, what the fuck, Craig? What are you talking about, Craig? But the price hikes and shit. But yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this shit is wild, right? But I'm saying is this, right? I'll say this though. I ain't gonna lie. I hate the PC strategy. I always hated the PC strategy. I hate the live service strategy. But if they were able to better manage the strategy and still be like, all right, we got this strategy PC, we got this strategy with live service, but hey, we're still listening to the core audience. Yeah. Core audience, what do you want? Hey, yo, we want our remakes. We want our Splinter. We want our sci-fi filter remake. All right, we're gonna find a way to get you that. Hey, what's up? Since you're doing live service, can you bring back Resistance? Let's say Resistance 2, because that was like the best one out of the 3. All right, we'll bring back Resistance 3. How about SOCOM? You know what? We'll look into that. Like, you know, it's just like, okay, give us
that though. Make it an event. Make the games big, larger than life, like you did before. Like that's what we fall in love with. You know what I mean? That's what we got excited for. Is when how big and how you put the gamer first in terms of like the screen, in terms of how the excitement, anticipation was. Because you knew everybody was going up to, they knew everybody was showing up to either E3 or whatever for a big announcement. So they knew they had to play them cards right, and they would always show you something crazy. You know, whether it be like a teaser or whatever, they got you. You know what I'm saying? You got something big. Like even the whole. I'll never forget this E3. It was 20 or not. Was it E3? Was it E3? Was it E3 or was it a showcase? I think it was a showcase. But it's one with Sean Layden when they introduced Crash Bandicoot when he came back for the remake. It was the 2015, I think. You remember what I'm talking about? Sean Layden came out with the orchestra. It was the first time they did an orchestra. So he comes out.
He had a T-shirt on, right? He had the T-shirt. Was it the T-shirt?
No,
Crash?
This after the T-shirt. Remember, he came in a suit and he was walking down the ramp and you saw the silhouette of Crash walking. They playing this song like, wait, what's going on here? Like, we're bringing back Crash 2, 3, Warped, fully for PS5. Like, oh, shit, here we go. And then they're showing all these games. I'm like, yeah, give me the excitement back in PlayStation. That's what I want. I want the excitement. Yeah. I don't want these video call, lifeless fucking state of play type of filling shows anymore.
Yeah, state of plays are boring, man. State of plays are boring. It's just boring. That's why Harley stream it. It's fucking boring, man.
I give them a pass for one particular, actually two, but the one particular one I always will give them a pass for is the PS5 reveal. Because remember, it was COVID, and they did such a great job of incorporating all these devs in like a Discord call and putting them together, saying, welcome to PS5.
That was COVID. And the Marbles. But that was a COVID protocol. I get that.
I always give them a praise for that because, like, damn, how cool they did that and how seamless they did it, and with the marbles, and we saw the PS5, like, damn, they got the music right. This shit look fire. And then after that, we got the reveal for Spider-Man and Wolverine, and then that was it. But other than that, these state of plays don't do jack shit for me, man. Like, we're getting whole ass state of plays for third-party games. Like, what the fuck? Like, remember that Borderlands shit? You got heat for that. I'm like, dog, what is going on?
Like, yo, listen, they're more mad at me for what PlayStation's doing. Like, they're the ones doing it. I'm just calling it out. I'm just calling out what I'm seeing, and I get the brunt. Like, bro, go after the company that made the decision. Like, bro, man, like, this is crazy. Like, I'll say this. Like, to me, if PlayStation moving forward, they got to do something for your core audience. Let's say, for example, all right, you got live service day and day on PC, and maybe even Xbox eventually, because it's live service and it's forgivable. Okay, how does that fit in with your core audience? Maybe do something like, I don't know, if you're subscribed to PS Premium, I mean, I think Nintendo does this. If you're subscribed to PS Premium, let's say the highest tier, you get all the DLC and seasons as part of your subscription.
See, that would be a good deal.
Do something.
But also,
something. Give us something.
This streaming only shit for like the classic game, that shit gotta stop, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not doing it. I need Nate play. I need Nate to play because they already fixed this on PC. Microsoft can play the classics as well too through an emulation joint. So I'm like,
so how the fuck is PlayStation?
Solution? Yeah, where's your solution? Like, I'm not doing this streaming shit. I'm not doing it.
Doesn't PC already have an emulator for PS3?
Yes.
And it's done by a bunch of dudes for free.
It was done by 3 guys in a fucking basement. Let it sink in. 3 fucking random guys in a basement did that shit. Come on, bro. This is a multi-trillion-dollar billion-dollar corporation.
The RPCS3, like, yo, I was talking, shout out to, what's his name, Mads? No, I forgot his name, my bad. But he usually podcasts with from Blaze. A fellow Puerto Rican dude.
You talking about Lacey.
Lacey, no. Meds, shout out to Meds. He says he's playing PlayStation games, PS3 games. Resistance. He's playing Resistance. How the fuck is a PC game playing more PlayStation than the PlayStation guys? Do you see what I'm saying? This is crazy.
Keep in mind,
this is
go
crazy.
Back to what you said about the incentives. Now you're about to have native play with those. PS6 games, day one. PS5 games. I mean, I don't see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see where people people are not looking at the glass.
And I'm saying, and listen, and I'm just saying that for me. Other people, they'll stay on PlayStation because their library, they already bought a huge library. Okay. They just like consoles. Okay. One of the other reasons, which I could respect people, physical. You know what? If PlayStation Stick is still physical and they still put the games on disc, I can't hold you to it. You're right. That's the only way you
can. That's gonna happen though. You get
digital
codes and shit,
yeah. But if Sony still does full physical games on disc for the PlayStation 6, absolutely get it. PC doesn't do that, right? But if I'm telling you I'm not on PlayStation 6, don't be like, oh my God, I got receipts on you, Puertorock. Hold on, motherfucker. Yeah, like I said, people forget. I didn't buy the PS4 day one. I didn't buy that shit to 2015 because you didn't have the games. I am about the games. If you ain't got the value proposition, I'm not getting you. I bought an Xbox One. I played it. I'm like, hey, this shit sucks. I'm not buying the next Xbox. I don't give a fuck what game they got. I'm not buying it. I had an Xbox One. This shit was trash. And I'm like, I'm never buying another Xbox. These motherfuckers, get the fuck out of here. And guess what? I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the shit. And I love the OG Xbox. 360 is great. I bought the Xbox One. But the Xbox One, I opened my eyes to Microsoft don't really give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. And guess what? I moved on. Nintendo, I really haven't truly fucked with Nintendo since GameCube. I didn't buy the Wii, right? I bought a Switch, but mostly for my wife. I didn't really fuck with it. I don't think I'm getting a Switch 2 the way they doing shit, crazy shit, right? Right? And there's stuff on PlayStation I didn't buy. I didn't buy the Vita. I'm like, I bought the PSP. I'm like, I'm not interested in this. They made the Vita. I didn't buy it, even though I got this poster, but I didn't buy the Vita, right? I didn't buy the PS4 Pro, but I bought the PS5 Pro because I'm like, you know what? I can fuck with that. It's all about what I'm willing to fuck with. PlayStation 6, I'm like, what is going to be the value proposition for me with the PlayStation 6? And I know some people be like, but what about your library? I'm like, listen, I'm not going to let the past anchor me to my future. No, the past is the past. Thank you, PlayStation 5, for what you give me, but the future is what the future's about.
The future is open. Right.
The future's open. You know, I'll still have my PS5 if I want to boot up something, or if I can't buy it for $2 on PC. Some of those games are like $2, $3 on PC. I'll just rebuy it. Humble bundle deals. I'll just rebuild my library or whatever, if it worst comes to worst. But I'm not gonna let a library dictate a future purchase. No, I never did that. I never let a past library tell me what to get for the future. That's not how it is. I let the actual device or product sell itself. Convince me to buy you. So I'm like, PlayStation 6, convince me to buy you. You get early access to first-party games. What? I get 6 months early access? Yeah, that's your selling point, boy. If you don't get your bitch ass out of here, that's gonna be PlayStation 6 selling point. Hey, Puertorock, if you buy me, you get 6 months early access. You get to beta test games. Man, if you don't get your bitch ass out of here, PlayStation 6 with your bullshit. Get the hell out of here. And who knows?
I'm saying, at that point, just say day and date. Just say day and date. At that point, just rip the Band-Aid. Just rip the Band-Aid off.
What's the 6 months for?
Like, just rip this shit. Like, that's like the scene from fucking Bad Santa. Where he's like, what's 1%? Like, that's what the fuck I'm kidding. The vibe I'm kidding. Like, what's 1%? Just rip the fucking Band-Aid off. Let these motherfuckers die.
Like, why plan a strategy for 6 month difference? What the fuck is that for? What is a 6 month for?
What's the point? Like, you know,
the port's almost done anyway. The port is done anyway. In fact, the game is probably done anyway. They're just holding on to it for 6 months. It's probably already done. Like, what's the point at that point? Why strategize to hold on to a game for 6 months if it's already done? Like, that's just ridiculous, bro. That's just crazy, bro. Like, I don't know. That's just wild and stuff like that. All right, but let me ask you this: so you have a gaming PC, obviously, right?
Yeah, I got to upgrade a few more things, but yeah.
So what you got? What rig you got now?
Pretty much the same I've had for the longest time, but I need to change my CPU. Got to get some new RAM. Basically, I'm gonna build a whole new thing. I'm gonna get a new case, everything. The only crazy thing that's in here that's really good, mine is a 3070 right now.
You got a 3070. Let me ask you this. So all right, so you played on PC gaming and you played on console. I'm gonna ask you a question. I could build a $700 PC to rival Pro. Bullshit or true? Bullshit or true? $700. Yeah, $700 PC better than the Pro. Yeah. $700. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. I don't want no used parts. No used parts. Performance, settings, graphics, everything. Everything it does. The full shebang.
For what you're getting locked above 60 frames guaranteed on what you're buying with the $700
at the same settings, PC. At the same graphical settings, same graphical settings, meaning like for like, and the controller, and the controller.
I mean,
and the controller,
Pro.
And you include a $70 controller with it. Yeah, that's in there too.
PS5 Pro is not even fucking giving you lock 60, let alone lock 30 at times. So I wouldn't really go that crazy extreme to go like, oh, Pro is this, that, and third. But to someone who likes simplicity, they might go Pro. Me personally, I mean, shit,
but is a $700 PC good? Because I seen the builds people show me. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! Like, why would you even waste your time?
So the thing is,
I even had people in the chat that were PC gamers. We were live on the air, and they tried to build one. I'm like, I'm just seeing them fail. So I'm like, man, you are failing.
When you look at it, so everybody remember, because they're upscaling. PS5 Pro upscales and all that shit too.
Okay,
4K. But really, they're going for 1440p, so native 1440p resolution at like above 100 plus frames. That's what they were going for. With probably more likely with those builds. Nobody's really gaming at 1080. Well, some people are gaming at 1080. I'm not gonna say not everybody. But people are gaming at 1080. $700 and you get 1440p guaranteed at over 100 frames per second.
Could you?
It's not a bad deal. Yeah.
What video card?
You can build a rig for that. You definitely
don't make me put you to test. Don't make me put you to test because I did, and these guys are failing. They go to PC part picker. I'm like, nope, that video card ain't more powerful than the Pro. They try to put They try to put like a, what is it? Like a 6800. I'm like a 6800. A 6800 XT. Get your ass out of here. That shit ain't keeping up.
If you can get the right car, you're good. But the thing is, too, and that's the kind of this is the drawback right now with PC gaming. And that's
it's how to get the cards.
It's the card. Exactly. So it's easy to get the power supply. It's easy to get the RAM, the motherboard, the cases,
it's the GPU.
The CPUs. It's really that fucking GPU. And the reason why. And I blame NVIDIA for this. Yeah, I blame NVIDIA for this, for how they mishandled the 40 series to the 50 series, try to get people to upgrade. They fucked up so bad now to the point where people are protesting not buying them, so they have so much stock and they're getting pissed. Like, bro.
The 5000 series, right?
This is on y'all. Right, the 5000. This is why they fucked up. And you got to, people are tired of that. But really, that's always going to be the hurdle as you getting, because everybody wants the hottest card. Everybody wants to see that hot card. They go, holy shit, a 50, that's why I even talked, I was like, damn, a 5070 can give you 4090 performance? Wait, what? Okay, do tell. And then we saw it get debunked. I was like, yeah.
It's the fake frames and dealers. That's how you get it. Like, wait a minute.
The frame shit. No, the frame shit. I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like, hold on, what? And then I saw, and I knew it was crazy because they were doing remember, they used probably one of the most unoptimized games, which not Wu Chang, Wukong Black Myth. Wukong Black Myth is a pretty game. Right. It's a beautiful game, but optimization is not the greatest for that game. So I see that. I'm like, okay, that's not the greatest, but that's how it be.
But the thing I give props to PC gamers, Nvidia fucked up, and the PC gamers don't let them know that they have to react, which means they're not going to make the same mistakes with their 6000 series cards.
Yep.
Or at least you hope. Because then that would be stupid if you repeat the same mistake that you did with your 5000 series cards moving forward. You see what I'm saying? Especially if, because I saw that article where Nvidia's thinking of dropping the price because they have too much in inventory. PC gamers ain't jumping on that. They're like, nah, we're not jumping on that train and stuff like that. Like, you just fucked up, Nvidia. But that's how it should be done. When you see something you don't like that's being done, speak with your wallet, and the company will react, right? But when I hear PlayStation gamers, and they have the right to, but when I hear, so I made a tweet, and I'm not gonna be pig-headed, but let's just say the timing is weird, right? So I made a tweet. I think I retweeted an article, but something to the effect of, I'm not getting a PlayStation 6. Now all of a sudden, I'm seeing tweets of saying, I'm getting a PlayStation 6 day one. Who's getting a PlayStation 6 day one? I'm like, okay, that shit came out of the blue. Like, this is pretty coincidental, but maybe it's just me. But as I'm seeing all these tweets of people saying, I'm getting PlayStation 6 day one, I'm like, that's the type of shit Totoki wants to hear. Because you already made a decision. You made it easy for him. You already told him.
He knows he's doing right. He's doing everything okay by saying you're day one. But
you made it easy for him. He doesn't have to convince you to buy something. Like, he doesn't have to fight for you to just keep you in the ecosystem. You already told him, don't worry about Totoki. No matter what you do, I'm buying the PlayStation 6. So he'd be like, cool. I'm gonna keep doing what the fuck I want to do, and I don't have to worry about you because you're gonna buy my shit anyway. And I'm like, that's the wrong message you want to send to a company. Like, every gen should be hey, Sony, convince me to buy your new console. Every gen should be convince me to buy a PlayStation 6. What are you doing that's going to make me stay and play PlayStation 6? And then you should make Totoki's job like, all right, hey, Herman Hulse, Nishima, you figure it out. Because we got to make sure these guys buy a PlayStation 6. But when you're already telling them, don't worry, we don't know what a PlayStation 6 is. We don't know what your plans are. We don't know what you're going to do, but I'm buying it. It's like, cool, thanks. Every company would love to hear that. Every company would love to hear you're automatically buying their next idea without them having to advertise it to you. They love that. Because you don't hold them accountable. But I'm like, hey, but that's what y'all want. That's on you. But I'm not like that. Nah, every gen, I got to see what you're doing. And right now, what Sony's doing, I'm like, unless they do something crazy, like I said, the Super Beast console, that's just ridiculous for $800, even if it's $900, but it's like a fucking mega beast. Like, holy shit, this shit's rivaling top tier. Not mid. No, I'm talking the latest shit Nvidia's doing. It's rivaling. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. That's.
I mean, them days though of like, because that was a time. Yeah, when we got consoles, they were just like, oh my god, they were innovation. They were the top
power
of the line.
PCs.
Right,
the power PC days.
They were like alien tech in a sense. Because remember, they did them. They didn't fine tune them for devs. They had to learn the tech before.
The devs had to learn the tech to get the most out of it. Yeah.
So they were just as new to it as we were. I'm like, damn, this shit looks amazing. But them days are gone. Like, even going back to the conversation about the $900 console. You know what that just brings me back to? That brings us back to that conversation when we used to roast PC dudes. Because remember, they came out with those Steam machines. You forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I didn't forget that one. I remember the Steam machine.
It was that's like 300.
That's why.
It was 500.
That's why I'm skeptical with this whole place. Like, that's why I'm skeptical with Microsoft's strategy. Because to me, all they're gonna do is sell overpriced PCs. Like, I guarantee when these products comes out, you're gonna look at it and you'll be like, I could build a PC that's better and cheaper. Like, why would you buy this?
Yeah.
Why would you buy this? Just build your PC. And it's cheaper and better, and I think that's going to be the blowback. Because I think not only are they going to be expensive, but because the word Xbox on it is going to be more expensive. They're going to overcharge it because of branding. And you could be like, just build a PC that's cheaper than this, and you can either get the same performance or better. So stand by for that one, Xbox guys. If you think the PS5 Pro got heat, Stand by. Just stand the fuck by. The PC gamers are going to go wild on these Xbox branded products. They're going to go mayhem. One last topic I want to talk to you about. You know, apparently Sony's going back into the handheld business.
Yeah.
Right? Apparently. That's the rumor, right? Do you have any concerns? Do you have any concerns of this new handheld being integrated in the PlayStation 6 ecosystem, where now the games also have to work on a handheld? Or do you think Sony is going to be like, wait a minute, sure, we're releasing 2 new things, but PlayStation 6 ecosystem, whatever game the PS5, the PS handheld can handle, but we're not going to mandate all PlayStation 6 games work on this handheld. Like, how do you think Sony might hand it out? How do you think Sony might fuck it up? Because I'm concerned they're going to fuck it up. That's my concern.
Honestly, because we had that on the back of our mind, the colossal failure that was the Vita. Remember, the Vita had the proprietary issue with the access, all that shit. So I already knew, especially with that Portal, that they were definitely wanting to get back in this, because I guess they didn't expect the Portal to do that well for what it was. Remember, it was streaming only. It wasn't natively playing on there. Like, you had to stream you need a PS5 in order to make that thing work. Now we're at that point now. So a part of me, the geek in me, the PlayStation,
the new tech,
would
tech,
love to see it and go, okay, like, damn, how would it look like? Is it going to be just like a big ass tablet with that split in half for this shit? You know what I mean? It's split.
I ain't gonna lie, though. Listen, I'm talking shit. I criticized the fuck out of that. I did.
It looks
I'm not lying.
Goofy. It looks goofy.
Does.
It looks goofy.
It still looks goofy. It looks goofy.
Yes.
I got it right here.
It looks goofy. It looks
goofy as fuck. But it works.
It works.
I can't explain it. This is the goofiest looking shit. Look at that. I got that nice reflective thing. This is the goofiest looking shit you will ever see. But it works. And I just be like, they run with the DualSense. It just works. But it is goofy
the only
looking.
thing they need to do,
but it works.
Yeah. The only thing I would want them to do, aside from obviously looks department, again, I don't know if they will go that route where it's like a long ass tablet screen with just a controller. I don't know if they would do that.
You want that shit look like a guy iPad with a big ass iPad?
I don't know they go do that
with an OLED screen.
I hope they don't do that. I would kind of like things to be at a point where it's it's reasonable size, but I don't know. Yeah. That's the other thing. But aside from that too, though, like, I like the dual. Like, I like I give shit to PlayStation for all these damn controllers, but I will say they did everything right with the PS5 Pro controller with the you can take the analog sticks out.
The DualSense Edge.
The DualSense Edge, yeah.
DualSense Edge, yeah.
I would want them to take I would want that feature where you can pop the analog sticks out for that handheld, so that way you don't have, issues with stick drift or shit like that. But that'd be the one thing I would want, because once the sticks go, that thing's fucked.
As crazy as it is, I would say out of all the things, and I got the DualSense Edge too.
Yes, sir.
I would say I would say that I waited. Hell yeah, I waited for the Midnight Black. I'm like, I'm not getting another white controller, and they finally listened. But I will say, hardware-wise, overall, Sony did a good job, at least for hardware. Like, we don't have the jet engine. We don't have the PS4 jet engine, bro. That shit sounded like a flight out of JFK.
It sounded like I remember when I first heard that, I thought my system was about to break. I was like, the fuck is that noise? Like, and I backed up for a minute, like, yo. And then it calmed down. Okay, it's fine. Like, okay,
I bought a laptop cooler for the PS4. That shit was getting hot as the gen kept going, and like the God of War, the Horizon, that shit was hot at the bottom. So I bought a laptop cooler so it could cool my PS4. I'm like, yo, this shit is screaming. They made that console scream. Like, hardware wise, Sony did a good job thing overall. But like, one of my biggest complaints is why they didn't invest. Like, we clearly know the single-player studios were like the head honchos of the PlayStation image. Them big-ass games that they make, right?
Yep.
Sony had to know that games are going to take longer to make. They had to know that. We all knew that. Games going from 2 to 3 years to 3 to 4, now 4 to 5. Don't be surprised if it's 5 to 6. So, to bridge the gap of how long games it takes to make, they should have invested into now augmenting their studios to have more teams. So, like, instead of Sucker Punch only having one team, because they said, I mean, Sucker Punch says they would love to make another Infamous, but they have to finish Yotai, meaning they only have one team. If they would have had two teams, they could have been work on an Infamous while working on Yotai. And by the time Yotai's done, finishing up on Infamous, we could have Infamous within 2 years. You see what I'm saying? This is what I was talking about. This leapfrog, like Naughty Dog. This leapfrog where you could tackle on 2 or 3 projects at the same time and then just push them out.
Yep, because before Last of Us, we had Uncharted, and then they went to Last of Us. Then Uncharted 4 came out, and then we went to Last of Us Part. Well, actually,
that was
repackaged. Then Last of Us 2. Yeah.
You see, but they had like a 2-3 year cadence. Each game still took 5 years, but they had multiple teams working on it.
Working in junction.
So they were, That's what I was saying. I'm like, how come Sony didn't do that? Like, hey, yo, Sucker Punch, you made Infamous, Ghost of Tsushima's a hit. You deserve to have another team. We're going to hire people, the veterans. We're going to promote you to senior positions so you can oversee the second team. And now we have 2 Sucker Punch teams. One could be working on crazy. Ghost of Yotai. The other one's working on Infamous. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how
only one team has that treatment though, and that's Insomniac. You know, it's because Insomniac is like the only one that was outputting game. Like, it was crazy.
Exactly,
I
bro.
lost count how many games Sony Insomniac was dropping. They're the best studio that Sony has right now. People saying this Naughty Dog. Listen, Naughty Dog is definitely their top tier in terms of visuals, but it's like, bro, if we're talking about S tier, like their lifeline studio right now, it's Insomniac. They the ones dropping the games. We ain't getting shit from Naughty Dog except for shit we've already played.
Like production, sure. Naughty Dog's production level on games, can't be touched. You need Rockstar. Only Rockstar could touch it, right? That's it. It's between Rockstar and Naughty Dog. But actual content for us to play is Insomniac.
It's
like
a no-brainer. All day. It's a no-brainer who I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick
2 Spider-Man. We got 2 Spider-Mans. Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2. Rift Apart. And we're about to get Wolverine. The fuck is with that's what are we talking about here? That's the clear winner. That's a no-brainer.
Naughty Dog, we've gotten Last of Us repackaged 3 times. Last of Us 2 repack. It's like, bro, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Like,
shit.
I
know.
And then
they keep talking about chronological modes. Like, come on, bro. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Like, play the game again, but this time in order. Like, oh my god. Whatever.
The way the order that it should have been told, instead of doing the shock value shit that ruined people's mood for the game. You know,
I'd be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But all right, man. Well, let me do that super chat. We got C-Dub 813. Damn. Thank you for the super chat. He says, you're right about each gen should be a new contract, but some people aren't worried about where Sony games are going. They just want to play on PS. You and Jack are screaming into a void about this. I own it all, so if it doesn't matter, they want PS6. Like I said, so I'm not trying to convince people to switch things. That's fine. Play where you want.
Yeah,
but if I'm voicing my opinion, don't be mad at me for my outlook. Don't get offended. Don't get offended. It has nothing to do with you. Play where you want.
And that's where we're at right now. Like,
but some of these cats are hypocrites, though. Yeah. Some of these cats are hypocrites because they made fun of Xbox fanboys. Some of y'all who are saying that now, y'all didn't leave the Xbox fanboys or Xbox fans alone. Y'all were killing them, talking shit all the time. Oh, you don't need an Xbox. I could play your games anywhere. How come you didn't just leave them alone and let them play on Xbox? That's hypocrisy on that end. But it is what it is. But I mean, you're right. People are going to play what they want to play, but I'm voicing my opinion based on how I choose consoles. And listen, like Brian, myself, I played on different consoles all my life. I transitioned. Like, I was originally a Sega gamer. I transitioned over to PlayStation, but I still love the hell out of the OG Xbox. 360 was awesome. Xbox One was like, yeah, this ain't it. Phil's vision ain't it. The message he sent about Game Pass and PC Day and Day and all this shit. This was before the Series X came out. And then they're talking about 2 console schools with different architecture. I'm like, I'm not buying this shit. And I didn't. I'm like, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to deal with Microsoft's bullshit. Fuck that. And I didn't. If the Series platform was great, I would have bought it. Because I had Xbox before. But when you don't create a compelling product where I look at it that gen, and I'm like, man, this shit ain't worth buying, I ain't buying you. That shit ain't happening. PS4 started out with like, the fuck is going on here? What does PS4 do? Killzone?
It was like, no, it wasn't even that though. It was the indie station. Remember for
indie
like
station?
The first 2 years. It was because we had
Chapico 5 and Godzilla. Remember they tried to hype Godzilla? I'm like, what the fuck is this indie game?
We did have Wrestle Gun. We had Wrestle Gun.
Reso hole. They call it Reso hole. Like that was shout out to Next Gen. Next Gen's like Reso hole. We ain't trying to play that shit. He called that game Reso hole. Oh my god. Fucking Next Gen was on it, man. Zaire was on it. Motherfuckers try to use Reso gun.
Bro,
but again,
down with that Infamous game though. He calmed down.
Yeah.
Infamous drop. We were
Infamous
like,
cool. Okay, it was good, but I still didn't buy it. It wasn't until Bloodborne. That was the game. That was that dude. It's still that dude, and we still can't get that game. We can't even get a remaster. Even a remaster. Just remaster this shit.
You're remastering all the shit that nobody care about, but you can't remaster a game that's celebrating 10 years. That actually got people into Souls games, which, by the way, you keep fucking signing deals with for PlayStation. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I'll never get it.
How crazy is it that Nintendo got the spiritual successor, Dust Bloods? Nintendo.
I was saying that same shit with Blaze. I let Blaze, are you seeing what I'm seeing? My man was like, yo, that's Aaron Orlando. Like, yeah, that's part of Aaron Orlando. I know that part right there. That's from the Witch's Coven. Right.
I seen scenes. I'm like, wait a minute.
I've seen that before. That's from Bloodborne with Vicar Amelia. I know that area. And it's like, you mean to tell me Sony couldn't get so much of a fucking rub for this? Like, and keep in mind, Sony invested into Kadokawa, which makes it even more weird. Remember, they formed the Capital Alliance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all thought that the Colin Moriarty report was true after that Capital Alliance thing. And it was like, no, we didn't get shit. Sony just said, oh yeah, we just want to partner with y'all because pretty much everything's going everywhere.
Did nothing.
We want dibs. Right. We want dibs because everything's going everywhere. It's like, okay.
Sony did not like Bungie. That's not how did the PlayStation gamer benefit from the Bungie acquisition? What benefit did we get? As a PlayStation console,
a lot of the cancellations, right? Bungie oversaw a lot of cancellations that we got, so I don't understand it. I really don't. Because remember, they went for Bungie for counsel for a lot of the decision making in regards to some of these games getting canceled or saying no to. So, if you're saying that the Spider-Man thing won't work and all this shit, but then we see your game, we're thinking your game is going to be probably the answer. Your game looks like absolute dog shit. I don't know what the fuck people were doing with Marathon. No, that shit hurt my eyes when I saw Marathon. Cause I like the art direction looked weird, and then they got hit.
It was stolen. It was actually stolen.
Right, it was stolen. Yeah, it
wasn't even original artwork.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? The game looks terrible. The guns don't look interesting. I was getting Splatoon vibes, but like a dated Splatoon, like low key. Cause I'm like Splatoon shooting paint, but y'all shooting bullets. But it's like, no, I'm getting this weird Splatoon vibe from this shit. I don't know. I can't, bro. I just can't anymore.
I don't know.
Like, Bungie,
it's just. I'm
not even a Bungie guy, but I can't, bro.
It's just like.
I can't,
right? It's like, bro, it's funny. So it's so easy. What Sony need to do, just keep doing what you're doing. Fine, live service, but don't fuck up the shit that got you here. Don't fuck that up. In fact, do more. Then the live service wouldn't be so bad. All right, people would be like, all right, you figured
gamer would feel benefited from what we're doing. You know what I mean? From something. You're just pissing off people, and you keep raising prices. You keep throwing this shit. At
they got rid of stars.
You keep showing, bro. They
got rid of the cards.
Program
was great.
Stars program pissed me off because it's like, dog, you're giving rid of an incentive for people to actually go and buy games to make money so they can get, you know what I'm saying, discount shit. But then you get rid of that in the midst of you getting ready to raise prices. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That's why people are like, I'm glad people was voiced their opinion about that.
Okay.
But, like,
but it don't matter. It don't matter. It's gone. They took out cards. Remember the card system? Some people don't even know PlayStation had a card system.
Oh my god, bro!
Oh my god!
They got rid of the social media integration. Remember that shit? That was fire.
Yeah.
Social media. That was one of the dopest
upload your pictures.
PS4.
Yes, upload pictures directly.
Features. The direct live feed thing where you can get people from PSN and check out your lives. They got rid of that. It's like,
because you used to do live directly on PSN.
Ustream is no longer a thing. It's like, bro, they just pissed away everything. You can't even share screenshots no more on Twitter from your PlayStation.
They took that away. They took that API away.
What?
You have to do some weird shit like upload it to your phone, and then on your phone you upload it to that. Like I was already lazy. God. But now you're gonna make me work. I ain't doing that shit. People say, hey, Puertorock, you ain't got gameplay clips. Like, I ain't doing that shit. I don't give a fuck. I ain't doing all that shit. I don't even
give a fuck.
Get out of here.
My games anymore.
I don't do that shit. I'll be honest, especially now with their restricted terms of service, I don't chat or talk on PlayStation no more. Because now they'll easily ban your account for any bullshit. And your whole account's gone. They won't like ban you online. No, they'll ban your account. Now you can't even access your games.
Yep.
Fuck is that? They could shut down your account. That means all your content is gone. You can't access shit you bought. Nah, get out of here. No, that's crazy.
That's exactly why I go Discord. That's why Discord is probably the best godsend that we've had for games in a long last time. But one thing I don't use, now you have because you have Discord integration with PlayStation. Yeah. I don't do it through the PlayStation. I just have the PC on and I just play. That's how I do it. I don't do that.
The PC or the phone. Yeah,
I don't do that bullshit.
I don't do communication on the PlayStation console. Not with that bullshit. You're not gonna sucker me and get my account banned. Hell the fuck no. It's wild.
I don't trust that shit anymore.
This is wild. This shit is wild, bro. And to think, back in the days we used to talk shit, had a good time during the chat,
bro.
During the rooms.
Before Hangouts, and you remember this, I had a capture card. I forgot where it was, but I had that old capture card, and literally we would do the podcast.
Oh, we used to boot up.
Yes,
through the PS4.
In the chat.
We used to boot up through PS4.
On PS4, doing that shit. And I'm like, bro, we just talking. We just group chat. Look at the shit now, bro. It's like,
you can't do that now.
It's frowned upon. You can't do it now. It's frowned upon. In fact, Sony's so petty, you can't even record voices on your shit. You know, you can't record voices because you put your headset in there, all the audio goes to the headset, so it won't go to the stream. So it's like, it's like, bro, I ain't doing that shit, bro. I'm not doing that back and forth shit. I refuse.
It's crazy, man.
It's old times, man. We older. We're older. We're wiser. But shit.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the younger generation that's growing up, they don't know any of this stuff. They don't know. Like some of them don't even know Sega had their own console and that they used to compete with Nintendo. To them, Sega is just like, wait a minute, that's on Nintendo. Like, oh man,
motherfuckers new to Nintendo trying to give us history lesson. Hey, first of all, Nintendo can do what they want. Nintendo saved the game industry from a crash. Like, dickhead, we know, we lived it. We were there.
What the fuck? Like, we actually,
we're there.
Like, I actually bought ET. Okay, I actually bought ET, the worst game of all time. I owned it. All right, I didn't buy it. My dad bought it, but I owned it, so I know. I believe me. You don't know the feeling of you buying a Atari 2600 game and they pop it in and it don't work. Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about here? That's why I love my Sega Master System, boy. Like that was the first console. Like the 2600 was like a hand-me-down, but the Master System was the first console that was bought. My dad bought, and that was like bought, and I was like, and it was a blessing, man, because the games worked. It worked. Yeah. I was like, oh man, this is awesome. Nintendo, and then we bought more. But yeah, like you can't talk to me about something I lived through,
bro. You know, it's great. The new age gamer now is so hilarious because they don't even know what difficulty is. Like, they be like, oh, these games are hard. I'm like, bro, go play fucking Toy Story on the fucking Sega and hit me back up. Go fucking play a real game. Okay, get the fuck out. You don't know what difficulty is. Don't use that word again.
Shit.
Don't ever use that word.
Oh yeah,
you forgot about that shit. You forgot about that shit.
They don't know. They don't know the struggles. Go play Ninja Gaiden on Nintendo.
Go play Lion King.
If you want to talk about
Lion King.
Oh yeah, Lion King. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Okay. C-Dub, thank you for another super chat. Shout out to you, man. Really appreciate it. C-Dub says, yeah, it seems Sony's starting to go down that dog shit Xbox path. Have Big Cloud speak on that. Sony knows Xbox console is dead, so they don't give a fuck anymore. This is Xbox fault. Thoughts on this, Big Cloud? You're giddy about this. This is the PS5 slander.
Oh, God.
Those are your thoughts on going down there. So, you know what I'm saying? Go. You know what? Go give your rant to finish off the show, just so we could the volume of hate and discontent that's just being presented, bro.
Oh, your mic crackling. Oh,
is it? Okay, I know what to do.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, PlayStation's going down the Xbox path. I mean, bro, what can I really say? I've warned about this for the longest time. I've been like, listen, me and Puertorock are having this conversation now, but keep in mind, I've been saying this for over 2 years. The shit Puertorock's going through now, dude's trying to say he's not a PlayStation gamer, all this bullshit. I had motherfuckers coming at me for 2 years for it. I had motherfuckers trying to, in their words, fraud check me, only to get fucking destroyed in their website.
Oh yeah, if they looked at your account, they're like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, shut the fuck up. He's like,
bro, I love that. I always love that. Actually, like, oh, look at this Xbox. I guarantee my PS higher than yours. Hey, guess what? My PSN is a 300. If your PSN 300, I bet I'll hold out. I'm like, okay, get your PayPal ready. I'll take you up on that offer. They check my PSN, like, oh fuck, yeah. I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Pay me my money. Like, that's just where I'm at. But as far as like what PlayStation's gone, I mean, again, it's not even slander though. You think it's slander? That's just me being honest. You see, honesty, like we said at the beginning of the show, is frowned upon in the PlayStation community. You can't be honest. They only like it when you're honest about the opposite side. But when you're honest, when you put that magnifying glass on the problems that's in our community, which I thought we were all collectively together as a community, we were ready to talk about. Because, you would think this, especially coming from the PS4 gen. The PS4 gen, like me and P-Rod said, everybody was united. Everybody was like, yo, we got standards. Remember that shit, P-Rod? These are standards we're going to live by. We're going to stand by. We ain't going to let these shits go by. Look at the shit now. We got we got online consoles. We don't got hardly anything that we fought against from the PS4 gen. We got games launching incomplete. We got games going up in prices, not once but twice. Price increases on fucking on a subscription service that, ironically, a lot of us, some use it. I ain't gonna say all. Some of you probably play every single game from PS Plus, but a lot of us, we skip a lot of these PS Plus games because they're ass, and they're asking for more money for them. We got games dropping that are not just incomplete, but we got games dropping that no one asked for. Like, here's the thing. Concord seems cool on paper, right? Until you see the finished product. Some people liked Concord. I ain't gonna be weird. Some people liked it, but that wasn't enough. As soon as the gameplay happened, I was like, brother, it's
boy. I said that shit is dead on arrival. 30 seconds. I was like, this is cooked. Concord is cooked. 30 seconds.
After I said that, within a week, they announced that the game was dead. I was like,
weeks. I knew it.
Wow.
Worst first party offering ever.
Yeah, and then it's like, what was it? 400 million, according to Colin, 400 million went into development, and then they lost 200 million on top of that. That's $600 million going down the drain for that.
Something like that.
And you had Herman Host talking about something. This game, he was looking at that as like the next Star Wars or something big. I'm like, Herman, you bugging, brother, you bugging. Stick to Horizon. Let somebody else look at the future endeavor.
Then again, Herman was the one that made Shell Shock. So like, bro, you really don't know multiplayer, man. Like you really don't know multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? Rambling Entertain says PC is closed. We have too many console refugees. Oh no, you're gonna get more. We Russian. You're gonna have a migrant caravan. You're gonna have a migrant caravan entering PC. We taking over. Hell, they're already saying PCs and Xbox. So the Xbox fanboys already started their campaign. We taking over. That shit's out, And I see some people in the chat, oh, you gonna talk bad about Xbox? I'm like, yo, my whole channel has a lot of content talking shit about Xbox, right? Like, really, there's nothing much we can say. Xbox is doomed. Like, it's over. Microsoft, we already see their moves. All their games is everywhere. They're most likely, they're going to PC route. In fact, were you part of the beta? Did you try that beta, that launcher style? Did you try to go into getting access to the beta of how the launcher looks for Xbox?
For what?
Their launcher. Really. Okay, really so but the few people who did, I'm like, yeah, they did the beta. Where did they do it at? On PC. How come there's no beta on the Series X? It's because it's not a console thing. It's a PC thing. So yeah, you already seen the future. So we already know the future of Xbox. They're going to PC. They're doubling down on Windows 11. I think they're going to update Windows 11 to allow many games to be backwards compatible or to be able to play the 360 games, the OG Xbox games. Sure. And I say the biggest hurdle is going to be licensing. That's going to be the biggest hurdle. Some games, third parties not going to allow. They're like, no, you can't put that on PC. We sell games on PC. You're not allowed to
I mean, there are ways around it. That's the thing. There are ways around it. They've
not for Microsoft.
Well,
not for if they pay. If they're willing to pay. If they pay, yeah. If they pay, yeah. If they're willing to pay for the licensing, sure. But I'm like, hey, Xbox, we already know their future. That shit, that console's cooked. That brand, the old Xbox is cooked. That's done. Let's just move away from it. They're a third party.
I already told you they gave up
cooked.
when he said we lost the most important generation. And at that point, you're like, okay, you knew at that point, Phil was like, okay, well,
oh man, that dude
can't beat him.
He was stressed out.
Can't beat him. Yeah, yo,
you saw him.
Crazy. That was the first time we saw him.
Dog shit.
Well, it's not just that though. When we saw him that time, he aged 30 years. Like, remember, he looked bad. I
hope he's okay. I'm gonna be like, you see his recent pictures? I hope he's okay because he's lost in a lot of weight. I'm like, either this guy's on hella Ozempic, or something's wrong.
Stressed out, a lot of stress.
Or stressed out, yeah.
It might be stress because stress does. I can leave some weight loss, but I don't know.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I hear a lot of people saying that he might be done after this or whatnot. He might.
He deserves. He's been at this.
He's done enough. He's done enough, and also the way his strategy gone, he essentially won. And then you think about it. I mean, his games they're the number one publisher. Their games are selling ridiculously well. I mean, honestly, I don't think he really needs to look back at it. Now, Sarah Bond, I'm not sure what Sarah Bond's gonna do. I don't think they're gonna do to Sarah Bond like they did to old girl from Halo. What's her name? Bonnie Ross.
Yeah.
Bonnie Ross.
She got this. She's all about the multi-plat strategy. She's all about that. Yeah. There's gonna be games is everywhere. Games is everywhere. Yeah. So she has it easy. In fact, she has it easy.
Yeah. She got
it. She's not. Yeah. Play where you want. Play the games where you want. Game Pass, whatever. She got it easy. She'll be all right. That new transition, everybody's gonna be accepting all that stuff, whatever, you know. So that's why it's like it's Xbox is done. That we already know how it is, right? But that has nothing to do with PlayStation and why they doing the things they're doing. It is what it is. PlayStation has to. Well, they don't even have to do anything. Like right now, they're not doing anything for the core PlayStation audience. You know, respectfully for that audience, they're just doing everything for everything. They have this kumbaya. You know, the best we got is, like I said, 6 months early access or early access, even if it's 1 year early access. It's early access. That's really the best feature.
The fact that I still can't get over it because, like, bro, we used to dog the shit out of people when they used to brag about timed exclusive. We're like, what the fuck are you bragging about a timed exclusive for? It's still gonna come to the fucking brand. And what is the point? And they're like, well, it's exclusive. It's not, motherfucker.
It's time, man.
It's not. It ain't shit. Like, stop this shit. So, you know, you got dudes. I saw some dudes going, oh, well, 6 months, no D&D. My dickhead. Thank you for proving that you just want to be a cuck for a console. Because you're basically saying you're a cuck for the console. When it comes out, you're going to get cucked out. You're going to have 6 months, whatever, and then boom, it's going to
early access is not a benefit. That's not a selling point to me. For me, early access is not a selling point. That's not a selling point. No. Early access is just early access means another platform can play that game.
Off. Right. Just rip the Band-Aid off and have fun with it. You don't care. Guess what? Most of your audience doesn't care. And a lot of people are vocal. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people are vocal. I know you're vocal. Me and you know, we go at it before. We talked about this for years, but it's like, dog, I just look at it like this, man. Especially, you know, I was talking about off air, like, dog, we're getting older, man. It's the new gen. And that's why I said, like, I put it past me. You know, people love the Ryan professional gimmick. Well, they'll like this new look. But again, that old me is back there. You know what I'm saying? It's way back there. You know, it's in that old box. Through an ocean. That shit's gone. I'm never going back to that persona. I'm never going back to those waters. Because honestly, when I was in those waters, there was no conversation you could have with me. There's no such thing as a conversation. And that does you too. You know, the old school you. We were looked at as guys you couldn't have a conversation with until they got on the show and then they came out with a certain energy. And they noticed we matched the same energy. Like, oh, you guys can talk. It's like, yeah, come at us with the right energy. But now we're at this point where we just, you know, it's different. We're older. We're like, bro, I've seen it all. It's like, when I see the next knucklehead that talks shit, it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, I see a random dude that doesn't game more than me talking shit. I don't give a fuck. It's like, bro, the reality is this. Things have changed. PlayStation knows this.
Dramatically.
You know, and the thing that's really putting this over the heels, and I think a lot of people should really pay attention to it as well, is an old executive that me and you specifically adore. and that is Sean Layden. I know you saw his post. Sean Layden face
palm.
Oh
yeah, let me show you something. Yeah, this reaction. If this doesn't tell you, then I don't know. Like it is what it is. You're a lost cause at this point.
You're a lost cause. Whatever, if that don't tell you. But Sean Layden's reaction says it all.
Let me see. I'll put it up on the screen so that way people because even me, I was like, I told Sean, I'm like, yep, Sean, believe me, I know exactly how you feel. Yep, this is Sean's right here. Right here, I'm gonna put it up on screen so that everybody sees it. The tweet was by Genki. Says Senior Vice President Sarahiko Hayakawa says that they are gradually shifting their gaming business from a hardware-centric business model to a community engagement-based platform business model. In the gaming business, we are moving away from a hardware-centric business model more to a platform business that expands the community and increase engagement, right? And this is Sean Layden.
Yep.
That's his response. That's it, bro. He knows. He knows. Sean Layden knows. And remember, they got rid of him quickly. He's not about that. So he knows he knows exactly what's happening on PlayStation. He knows.
It's over, brother.
He is not doing this for any reason. He knows exactly what's happening. He probably was there from the beginning when they first inked the plan, and he was probably like, nah, this don't make sense. Well, then you can go. If you don't like this plan, you can go. You can go.
What's it? Figurun or Fligurun? Now he is the one. Now that to your point, he did start the trend for PC ports. He did do it at the time.
For the PC ports.
But here's the thing, though. His vision was completely different than what this was. That's why I always say.
I think he honestly wanted to pull PC gamers. I think he was about that life. He was about, we're going to get these PC gamers here.
To come over here. But the thing is,
somebody's like, wait a minute. Those PC cells looking nice, though. Yeah. I like those PC cells.
And he's like, you know what? It ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's more likely to happen. So I do believe that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. C-Dub says when P-Rock started talking about Xbox, Big Cloud mood change. Soon as it went back to Sony Sunday, he woke back up. Hilarious. Anyway, they're saying you have different energy with Xbox. What's going on here? He hasn't seen. You have different energy with Xbox? You got a lot of Xbox friends. Listen, I'm going to say this. I talk shit about PlayStation, but I can still say this. Xbox is dog shit. Oh, anybody can get it.
What? Xbox is dead. Done. What you want to say?
Xbox is dog shit. I guess they want you to say with vigor. They want that vigor, intensity.
They want that old Panther logo back and to say fuck Xbox.
No, fuck Xbox is dog shit. I'll still say Xbox is dog shit.
They want me to go back to the days when I first met Kid Smooth, and Kid Smooth's like, do you own an Xbox? I was like, no, I don't own that whack ass.
I don't own that dog shit. That console's dog shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that. They want me to go back to those waters.
Rambling. Entertained says all they need to go day and date is watch PC outselling PlayStation on one single tentpole game. My money is Sorrows or Death Stranding 2. You know what? But let's be honest though, the PC games. I mean, Sony's happy, but not since Horizon have they blown up. Other than Helldivers, the single player games. Like, how much did Spider-Man 2 sell on PC? $1 million? God of War's about $1.5 million.
Yeah, it's still pretty good though. It's still higher. I think it's higher.
They're not 5-6 million selling games to come anywhere near with the counterpart PlayStation version. They're nowhere close to the PlayStation version. Like keep in mind, Helldivers. Yeah, Helldivers legitimately is like that game sold more on PC than PlayStation. Legitimately, that's the one game that PC really gravitated to, and it's still like one of the most played on PC. What is it? Last time I saw in the charts, Helldivers has played more than Marvel Rivals on PC. I was like, PC's about this life. They really like this game.
It's a fire game, and also, you seen that movie Starship Troopers, right?
Yeah,
so, you got that classic vibe with that.
But I stopped at level 7. I played it. It's like multiplayer is not my thing no more. I can't. It's just me. It's me. It's a me thing. Like I'm all multiplayered out.
So
I'm all multiplayered out.
You want that lethal weapon?
I'm like Danny Glover. I'm too old for this shit. I'm Danny Glover. That's exactly how I feel. Like I'm too old for this shit. I tried. I bought it. I'm like, all right. I made it to level 7. And I'm like, I don't want to do another mission, man. I'm too old for this shit. Let me get my single player back on. You know what I'm saying? And then Adriano, thank you for the super chat. If you don't get PS6, will you get a PC or next-gen Xbox PC hybrid with the console-like UI and ease of use that you like so much? The PC Xbox hybrid is still a PC. I'm telling you, you guys, listen, look at the OG Ally, the Rogue Ally X. Notice how they're trying to make it seem like an Xbox, but it's a Rogue Ally. They're going to do the same thing with the PC. So that PC UI is... Yeah, that UI that you're talking about is going to be on every PC. Every PC game will have it. In fact, they already tested it. It's already on PC. The beta testers of that UI is the PC gamers. Notice the beta didn't go on the Series X. The Series X doesn't have that beta. It's the PC gamers beta testing that UA. It's a PC thing. So me, PC. And I'll have that UI. But a lot of PC gamers, though, the one who beta tested the PC, they're like, nah, I'll just stick to Steam. PC gamers ain't leaving Steam. Like, I'm sorry, Xbox is gonna have an uphill. They're not. I'm
gonna channel the Ryan the Professor just for this one-on-one. Ayo, King Deuce. Since you right in your mouth, my brother. Let's just go ahead and pull your card. I'm gonna put my dick on the table. All right, brother. What's your PSN? Go ahead, put your PSN in the chat right now. And I'm gonna give Puertorock my PSN. And we're gonna see what's up. Yes or no? You gonna do it? Yes or no? Since I have an agenda for PlayStation and I hate PlayStation, let's do it. Now I'm changing the topic. Put your PSN on the table. What's up? What's your PSN? Let's see what's up. Yes or no? TikTok, the round ain't over. Well, I guess that's it for them. I guess that's it. Well, you know what? You're dismissed. You're dismissed. How's that? You're dismissed. I'm not gonna say nothing else, Dave. That's it. You ain't one drop.
Hold on. Let me say this though. What's your? I forgot. Your thing is Ryan, right? Your thing is Ryan, right?
Ryan 553298. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of numbers. I never changed.
I think I should have you because you're my friends with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan 55. Yeah, big cow creaming. All right, got you. Yeah. This is Ryan's. I want to make sure your name's not on there.
Yeah, you can put it on there. It's fine.
No, I don't want to. So that's his. How is it?
Oh, you should got
blurry. It's still blurry. It's blurry.
Yeah, a little blur.
Look at it. Zoom in. Man, this camera's dog shit. It doesn't focus here. Let me put it this way. Does it focus on this camera? Anyway, he has I'm gonna put it this way. He's a level 531. He has 239 platinums, 1,196 gold, 2,200 silver, and over 6,000 bronze. So, I mean, 239 plats. That alone should tell you. Cover your face with the phone. They cover my face with the phone. My face is ugly. It don't matter.
That's crazy. Yo.
Oh, there we go. There
you go. He got it. There you go.
Out of plats. I don't know, man. I got 19 plats. Listen, I can't do all them plats. Them shits is like, on stage 3 under the moonlight, jump up in the air, spin around 3 times, and shoot the guy on the left eyeball. Get the fuck bronze. Get the fuck out of here. Get your ass out of here. This game is bugging. This game is bugging.
But P-Rod, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah. See, if this was the hangout days, this King Deuce dude would have been dead. Let me tell you something. You saying congratulations to check after I just called your card and asked you for your PSN, you didn't show it, is the shit I'm talking about. You're not qualified. Talk to me.
Oh, shit.
So enjoy the show. You can say all you want. I'm gonna ignore your bitch ass. It's that simple. But hey, yo, Keelan Blood and everybody in the chat, y'all see this fucking fraudulent shit? This is the shit that's killed PlayStation. Clown ass motherfuckers like this that don't play PlayStation, don't buy shit. Enjoy. That's the shit that's happened. You don't want to show shit, bro. Let him go. Let him, bro. So when you play most of your games, I play most of my games on PlayStation. So, all
right. So I think we could wrap it up. You know, we're gonna finish off with, hey, where can we find you? Are you back on your grind with your channel? You're still trying to like,
yes, sir.
Measure it out. What's going on? What's going on with your content?
All right. So, a few people. So, thanks. So yeah, I got a video that should be out Monday. I'm ready to go, working on it. New shit I'm about to debut. You already kind of seen the look, a few other things. But yeah, so I got other shit happen. But yeah, all that shit will be debuted and everything. Then I'll get back on the grab. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Obviously that.
Are you planning to go live again? Are you planning to do like a live show, podcast, or are you just gonna stick with just video content?
Oh, I got a new show I'm going to be doing soon. I'll meet you up. Pull up.
Okay.
I'll meet you up. I got a new show.
Shit, no dildos though. Yeah. Make sure we don't got that. Don't be doing that. We can't get that. Don't make sure you vet your guest. We ain't
gonna do that.
Oh man, but it's good. I'm glad to see you back in the game. Man.
Yeah, it's been long overdue. Been away for too long, but I got it. I gotta get back to work. But it was good. It's always good to chop it up with you. It's been long overdue. I'm like,
it's been a minute. Yeah,
I ain't talked to P-Rock in a minute. I was like, let's just go ahead. He's like, so yeah.
But here on the Friday Night Live, sometimes Saturday, I get everybody on. I had Jack Move on here. People were surprised I was got Jack Move. I'm like, why? Me and him are cool. Like, and that's another thing. So people conflate.
They got their problems. Right. They got problems. They think you got problems.
Yeah. Or they think because we have a difference in gaming that translates difference in just being friends. Like I'm friends with Xbox guys. Just because Xbox is dog shit doesn't mean I think you dog shit. Like that's not how it works. And some people conflate. Like I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Yep. It's weird. It's just weird stuff. But anyway, I want to say thank you so much for all those who rocked out and saw this live. Please hit the like button. I hope you enjoyed the show. I will see you guys next week. It seems like Cassie Colclage might be on it next week. So let's hope everything goes through. I'll still connect with her to make sure everything's settled down. What's up?
She said at the end of the month. I think she said at the end of the month.
She said, I'll hit up. Okay. I'll hit her up in a DM. Yeah. All right, I'll hit up in a DM and we'll see when we could connect and stuff like that. If I don't have a guest next week, then next week will be Disagreement Day, and I know you guys love that shit. All right, so we'll rock that out next week. So make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much, Big Cloud, for coming through. This was a good show, great conversation, right? Looking forward to see what you got going on. And then that's it. Hey, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy. See you guys Tuesday, 60 Frames No Lag podcast. And this is your only friend in YouTube streets, Puertorock77, and we are out of here. Peace.